Yeah.
So,
Yes.
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 Oh, you sounded like that guy.
My vision
Yes,
dream
my-
speaks
yes,
true.
Scream true, yeah.
You're the vision, my
I swear.
mistress.
So I had a discussion the other day with my Twitch chat about how we're gonna. That's a prologue quest, right? That's like the Deadlands prologue quest. It's gonna get kind of out of hand if we keep making prologue quests with all these NPCs hanging out everywhere. So I had a long conversation about how Yasuo could fix that. Prologue quests all being like free to play for players, and they're essentially like a free sample. You know, you're walking around Sam's Club and someone gives you a prologue quest to get you interested in the chapter. So
I mean, putting them in the Crown Store works.
yeah, but the thing is though, is that that's the same. That's kind of the same as putting the guy offering free samples in a closet. It's like, yeah, you know, if you open the closet, you find them, but they're like, we need something to get people's attention, so then they give them incredibly annoying voices and lines, like, yes.
Yeah.
And it's like this
Indubitably.
is not sustainable. We can't keep
I love
doing
it.
this. So I mean, we brainstormed a couple ideas of what they could do, because they got to do something. It's gonna get overwhelming.
When I was playing Animal Crossing when it came out on the Switch, my friend was reading Tom Nook, and she was doing it in the yes voice, and it was just so brilliant. Like, it was so good, and it fit it so well. That's what I think of when I hear that voice. It's Tom Nook now because of her.
He sounds more like a beeping sound.
Yeah.
You can invite me.
Oh, you'll have to hang on a second.
I'm just sitting here playing the harp, and I've had 2 people come over and say my character is very pretty. I tried to
Nice.
get a Debella-esque
Sweet.
kind of look to her for my personality, and I think people like it, which validates me.
Oh, I got a little bit in my cake. I do this for validation.
Yeah, but I'm using an outfit that Mom uses a lot, so every time I look at this outfit, I think of her.
Which one?
I don't know what it's called. It's an event outfit, and it's got pretty flowers on it.
Oh, that's what I'm wearing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my spring. That's my springing. My
Yeah.
beginning of spring outfit.
it just seemed very Debella because she's all like flowers and you know, pretty.
Pretty stuff.
Pretty.
Well, I'm here.
Hi, here.
Where is here?
I mean, like, is there a group?
No, I'm not in
Probably
it.
not. Hang on.
Guess that's
Oh,
up to
wow.
Dad.
Or did you hit the wrong
There is a
thing?
group.
There could be.
Well, Mom and I are in a group.
I sparked. Hold on. I have to know.
Enchantress, it says you watched 3 consecutive streams this month and you sparked
That's-
a watch streak.
It said you sparked a watch streak milestone, and I was like, I gotta know how many. Is it gonna do that every time I watch you 3 times?
Imagine if, like, TV did that back in the day. You've watched 3 different channels over the course of 2 hours. You sparked the
Usually
watch
stuff
streak.
like that doesn't want to remind you you've been doing nothing but watching it.
Yep.
Usually that brings you self-aware and you're like, geez, maybe I should do something else.
Bye, my friend.
I gotta sell, hold on.
This one.
I like your back spikes, Weather.
Yeah,
They're adorable.
the thing dies pretty well.
Good to know.
Well met.
I gotta open my
Good
crate really
fortune
quick.
to you.
What'd you get a crate for?
Drops are on
Today?
I
Mhm.
I thought I told you. I
Well,
forget.
I mean, I
They were
got
on
them.
yesterday.
I did it like last weekend.
I
Was it the same
snatched it
thing?
up like right before I started. I'm almost at 200 gems.
Farewell, my good friend.
I need to
Hello.
check this out. Maybe I mean, I already got.
Dude,
did I
for a minute
watch?
there, I saw Miri, and she's like, she's like all dark, with like the yellow belt or whatever. And for a minute there, I thought she was wearing like a Batman outfit, and that was like the bat symbol on her belt.
Be a great way to cosplay.
Mm. Yeah, she's got the chemical bottles or whatever. I
Mm.
think. I was just getting a. Let's see. I think I have 2 of these. I just did a woodworker survey, and yep. So now I gotta lose myself and come back.
I did. Oh, here's a chest. I did all my surveys today, just so that I have storage
Yeah.
space for all of my.
Thank you. I don't have this one.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, the Almalexia outfit is very, very popular. The new one in the store that they just dropped like yesterday.
Wait, there's a new outfit in the store.
The
Oh, you
Mercy
better wait
Mother's
until Mom
attire.
gets back to tell her that.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's a bit
What?
the
Eh.
Mercy Mother's attire costume that they dropped in the store the other day. Did you see it?
I don't like.
I don't think so.
It's Almalexia's outfit, pretty much.
I don't like it.
Look
but
at that.
It's not that I don't like it,
2,000
it's that it
crowns.
doesn't look good on my character.
Shows a lot of my
Oh,
thigh.
I kind of like that. Boy, there's not much to it.
Nope.
Oh my. I like it though.
Guys, I gave somebody my first vampire bite today.
Sweet.
I'm so
Yeah.
proud.
I got an achievement for it and everything.
What'd they get out of it?
They got bit. They're like, I can't pay you. I'm like, you must be new. People pay for vamp bites.
You're like, actually, that is 200,000 gold. Pay up.
But I'll do it for only 150.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Like, this is worth this much, but I'll do it for this much, and then suddenly you want it.
I don't have that. I already bit you, man. That's the contract.
That was like I literally think it came out yesterday. The new Viva La Dirt League episode was great.
The free heal?
No, the like highly ranked weapon one.
Oh, I saw that one too. I saw a free heal one today. Was that one new? Like, yeah, it's
Maybe
new, but I
it
don't
doesn't
know
sound
if it's
familiar to
new.
me. I would remember I'm a healer. You guys can port to
It's
me.
pretty funny.
They've got a whole studio now. Like they have a whole
I
building.
know, man.
a
They're
studio.
doing so good.
Well, yeah, they were building a new building a little while ago. Of course, they were looking for a lot of funding, too.
They get a lot of funding. But they, they come out with amazing content, so people are willing to throw money at that.
It's pretty hard to be a breakout, like, video game based jokey group these days because
Mhm.
the market is so oversaturated with like people
They
making their
stand out,
content. It's interesting. Ooh, nice.
though. Yeah.
You're pretty.
Yeah. So that's what I was saying. I see this outfit and I think of you, and you're like, oh, I'm wearing it now. So that makes sense.
No wonder everybody ends up making these things the same way.
I like the idea that you're wearing it and you're super adorable and cute, but you're the tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a bee. I'm bad. I'm bad. Look at.
You're
at.
taunting.
Yeah,
You're like.
I
You're
got
like.
this cute little dress, and it's like, look. At
Yeah.
You're like. You think you're
Sword
scarier
shield.
than me, and then the boss gets really angry at you.
Serenity was named after a D&D character that uses that same, which is like, oh, like super cute, but you don't mess with her character.
What D&D character did you name me off of?
You are You're a land feature.
I'm a land feature. My friend was.
That's your claim to fame.
My,
Kyle is
Number
like
3, 1, and 2.
it's like an isthmus. It's like a strait.
my
I didn't know that.
my friend was doing like Gaelic research because apparently a lot of the Reachman names in Elder Scrolls are actually Gaelic and they mean things. I didn't actually know that. So I told him, I said, what does my name mean? Because I know what it means. He's like, this is what it means. Oh. But hey, you can see my name on the map.
What?
That's right. You can. Yeah.
You see it all the time. We're just looking at Scotland. You're just like, hey, look, there's
You
me.
see my name. See my character name too.
Yeah. I pronounce it wrong, even though I know how to actually pronounce it.
Yeah. Accents on the nest.
That's a drizzy thing to
Yeah.
do.
Inverness.
Yeah. I know how it is. I just don't say it that way for some reason.
How do you say it?
Inverness.
Inverness.
Oh.
Somebody else did that. Oop! I almost fell.
Hey.
Off the cliff.
Like I have people like calling me.
Kylie.
No, well, yes, they did. They did call me that at McDonald's like last month, but Kylie, yeah, but no, not my name. Like they call me Weathered. Like because they see the D and their brain puts an E there for some reason.
Weathered.
Despite the fact that the D is uppercase, they just go
Yeah.
Weathered. I hate it. I'm sorry. I hate it.
So a lot of the times because I just don't want to use Dragon Enchantress because it's just so long, and most things are like, 13 character limit, so then I have to like cut out letters and stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times I'll just do DE, which is short for Dragon Enchantress. And but usually whenever you need to make a character name, it's at least 3 letters long, so I can't just do DE and I have to get creative. So at one point I put like a lowercase x, then DE and a lowercase x so that they were like adornments, but everybody on the game called me Dex, no matter what. They ignored the first X and called me Dex.
X-Dex.
I was like, why? Why are you...
X-Dex.
Yeah, it's like I just can't win. They still refer to me as Dex, even though like I'm not even on that game anymore, and they'll be like, "Oh, Dex."
Hey,
I
it's
don't-
Dex. Please stop calling me that. You're making me worry that people will never stop calling you Weathered. Weathered. I mean, there's more to the name too. You can't just ignore the rest. I would rather them call me by my Twitch name than that.
Does weathered mean that you're like really old? You're
It
like
means
worn
I'm
out?
tired and I
And
freaking
wrinkly.
am.
I was gonna say that's not wrong. Are we doing a daily?
We're doing.
Del.
Is there a quest here for you guys?
I don't know, but you
I
can
do not
invent
have one.
items for dailies.
Okay, good. So, no, we're just here to look for the sky shards. This is
Oh, okay.
for Mom.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
wasn't sure what the task was.
maybe for Dad too. I don't know.
Serenity
you
gave
want?
me
Still be
chocolate.
She didn't give me chocolate.
Yeah, I was gonna say no one gave me chocolate.
every time, like every holiday, people are like, "Oh, I have to steal Easter candy or Halloween candy from my kids," and my child hands me handfuls and says, "Take it already," because I don't steal it from her and she won't finish it herself.
Hmm.
She brought me chocolate coin.
Man,
They have
we
unicorns
used
on
to do
them.
chocolate coins. Remember that, guys?
Oh, I used to
They're
get you
good.
guys.
We
Yeah, you
did
remember,
it
you remember the
once.
treasure chest?
Yeah, that was my gimmick for a while, to keep
That was
kids
fun.
behaving at the table.
That was fun.
I'd pay
Whatever
them
works.
chocolate.
Positive reinforcement.
Treasure chest.
Oh, I thought you were saying you found one.
No, that's what
Yeah.
that's what it was stored in. The
Yeah.
gold, the chocolate coins were were stored in the treasure chest.
So I tried doing like a treasure chest system with Serenity, right? And there were bracelets and little like small craft kits and stuff in them, but then
Oh,
there
there is
were
a quest here.
Oh.
Sorry.
You're fine. But there were pieces of paper in there where it's like you get to pick the movie we watch tonight kind of thing.
Okay.
And every single time she always picked like the little extra, like, oh, we get to go for like an extra 10 minutes for the walk today or something. And she always picked that over the treats.
Oh. Hi, Olivia. Sorry. Twitch didn't give notification? Why? Huh. Is that why it always shows up? Okay.
I'm supposed to drink
Sorry.
something. Now, are we supposed to take
so
this
distracted.
because we get good stuff to do the
I
quest?
I don't know anything about those quests because I've already done it,
But
and
will it give us stuff by doing it? Otherwise, why am I doing it?
yeah, I mean quests generally give you stuff.
I mean, good stuff.
Gold.
Probably just XP.
Just gold?
Where's my
How
I
do
mean,
I get
it-
tickets and stuff?
You eat the cake. That's all you gotta
Eat your
do.
cake. That's
Oh,
all you gotta
that's
do.
right.
That's all you gotta do is eat the cake.
Yep, just make sure you
Look.
don't have too many tickets already.
It could not be easier.
I drank the stupid vial.
I'm sorry. What?
I
What
gave
file?
it to him.
Oh,
Either way, you're supposed to bring the Daedric urn to Voldair.
hold on, I need to eat cake.
That's what Marie Antoinette said. She
Hold
says,
on,
let
I need to
them
eat cake.
Hold
Is
on,
that what she
Yeah.
said?
Cake.
I think she said let them eat cake, and that didn't turn out so well for
Oops.
her.
There we go. Alright.
Did everybody get what they were hoping for last event?
Oh, we have a friend.
You asked
door.
while I stand here in my jammies.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
these.
I just would. I know that because Weather's like me and he just wants to collect everything. But I never guess what you guys want because you don't seem to
It's the
want to go
FOMO.
for all the things.
I went for it. I figured I'd use it during the Jester Festival.
You got the outfit?
Yeah, I got the
Yay!
jammy.
Dad, did you ever end up
They're
getting
super cute. I'm
What?
gonna use them during Halloween.
it? Did you ever end up getting it?
Yeah, or that.
No, I decided not to.
How
I
many
decided
pieces
I'd
do
never
you
wear
got?
it. I have 7,
Oh.
and
Well-
I didn't use my last tickets for anything. I decided I didn't really want the personality, and I didn't want the outfit. But so
I wonder what the pieces are running at now.
Oh,
You love
I
my
haven't
outfit,
been
my
seeing
jammies.
people shout them.
This thing is so hard to get. Also now pretty much impossible to get unless you're rich.
I can only imagine.
Who are you?
He's trying
Oh,
to
I
get
see
our
the
What
sky
is this
shard.
person doing?
Sky Shard right here.
That's kind of strange.
It's
Communicating.
the Minecraft communication of peace. You know you can speak in this game, right, dude? Like you
Oh,
can
guys
talk
know
to
that's
people.
like.
This is the bad dude right
Yeah,
here.
we'll wait for the
so-
boss.
I think they've been farming it. It looks like it's died a few
It says
times.
exploiters.
Exploiters. What's that mean? Also, why?
You think that's just their way of greeting someone? Like salutations, only they say
Exploiters.
exploiters.
Okay. Cannot confirm. Okay. He wants to be.
The tail is short because it's just always that way with this outfit. Literally everyone has a tail. Because it's a Daedroth outfit, so it just kind of makes my tail shorter.
Are you exploiting and you assume we're here
You are
to
a
also?
strange person.
I think what he was trying to say is why my girlfriend broke up with me.
Oh god. Oh dear.
You hurt his feelings, Enchantress.
Oh.
I'm also laughing at him.
He's probably playing ESO because he's sad.
Yup. Oh dear.
I think what he meant by exploiters is that he probably killed this boss and we walk in and get the Sky Shard. And so we're like exploiting the fact that he
Oh,
killed
behind
the boss.
you. Give me
He's
his.
like,
it's like-
farming it though.
Oops. Oh man, my fingers are on the totally wrong keys.
Oh.
Yeah. See, that's why I don't really think exploiters is the right term. You sneeze on these guys and they die.
Oh, I got some kind of thing
Na-
to scry.
Nara's.
That's probably why he's farming it, is for a lead.
Oh, was he?
I mean, look how many times he's killed it.
Maybe it's a good thing here.
Did he leave?
You're welcome. Yeah, he left.
Maybe he got his lead.
Maybe he exploited us for the lead.
Maybe. That's why his girlfriend left him.
The truth comes out.
We're gonna be going this way. He exploited chat redeem. And maybe he just doesn't know what it means. You keep using that word.
Maybe
I
it's
don't
the
think
new
it means what you think it
salutation.
means. I don't think it means what you think it means.
You keep using that word. Huh.
Is that a Hersing banner? I thought we had Shio banners over there. Oh, we do over here. What's this?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's like a player just decorated this place.
Yeah, well, that's got to be Hersing's symbol. I don't know what I'd say though. I mean, who else
Yeah, it
could it
does
be?
kind of look like a stag.
So, the ESO website dropped some new concept art on their website and didn't really tell anybody. They just kind of let people find it, and I found it. And they showed like there was like a couple paintings, and they showed off 3 new armor sets, like design wise, along with descriptions of said armor sets. One of which seems to confirm another Daedric alliance of some weird sort. No one was really sure. What is she doing? Nice. Let me get a fully rendered picture.
Ooh, pretty.
Pretty. The color's nice. Very bright.
Oh, the skin?
The light.
Oh, I wasn't doing the animation, but I saw it on your stream.
Yeah.
It was client side.
What's the Sky Shard after skittering? Unearthed, I guess.
Yep.
Unearthed, yeah.
I have nothing else.
I don't
So
have
it's
the
all
next
on-
3. I do have the last 2.
Unearthed. Just looking at my map as you just killed the attacking Grenadiers. We're gonna be going here to the Loria Cell wager. random thought I had because we're out here in the middle of the jungle. But it's just something that, for some reason, has been coming up recently. Because I saw a Twitter post about it, and then also Phil Collins plays at my work. But the Tarzan soundtrack is really nice.
It's so
Do
good.
you guys remember the Tarzan soundtrack?
Yeah,
From
and
Disney?
Yeah, you can port to me in there.
yeah.
I mean, like, they literally, like, they're just straight up playing, like, a song from it just over the radio at my work.
It's such a good soundtrack. It's one of the best in my opinion.
And like I was
Yeah, I
saying
remember
recently,
some of it.
like, Phil Collins is one of the only artists where I can actually, like, tell, it's like, oh no, this is totally Phil Collins, even if I've never heard the song before.
It's so funny we were talking about this
Yeah.
not too long ago. Too.
But then I saw a tweet the other day that was like, man, Tarzan went hard. So, like, they're posting all these, like, clips from Tarzan. And I haven't seen this movie since, like, I don't know, since it came out. But I'm like, man, I forgot how good this was.
Yeah. I remember all of the videos and stuff, and like when they were leading up to releasing it, so they had like, you know, the creators and artists coming on, because like they used to do that in the 90s. Like even when they were working on The Lion King, they like showed behind the scenes makings and stuff on TV. They had a lot of that for Tarzan too. I remember it. And he was talking about how like he watched his son at the skate park and decided to integrate the urban jungle with the real jungle and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Also, just watching it makes me like, I mean, all the work that goes into animating characters is just so much
Yeah.
work.
And that was when they did it like frame by frame too.
Yeah,
That
I-
wasn't like
You're just like looking at every single frame, and you're like, there's so much work.
mm.
Crazy.
The only thing I remember, well, I remember it, but for some reason, I don't know why, but it always stands out, is the little elephant going, is this water safe?
Because it was in every
It looks
commercial.
questionable to me.
That's probably
It was
why.
in
Yeah,
the commercial.
it embeds itself into your consciousness.
Because you saw it so much, like every hour is why.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I remember us watching it in the motorhome. We had it on DVD, and that was back when laptops could play DVDs. Oh, we also had that very small DVD player, but we
That
use
was
your
during
computer.
the
You had
Rosie O'Donnell era too, because she was Kurzak.
Oh, yeah.
She was in a lot of things back then.
Oh wait, I thought that was a book. It's a pillow.
Is it not a book?
Can you read a pillow?
Why would you think a pillow is a book?
Because I'm tired.
It was rectangular and light colored.
You know, that's it. That's exactly it. I mean, like, I'm exhausted.
I see the sky shark
You've
straight
been a
ahead.
busy boy.
I worked so hard that I had to be told to stop because I was overworking myself.
Whoops.
I'm proud of you.
Hey, something.
One of them escaped
body
weather
is
and
not-
just went to go smack you. It's because you're the tank, you know.
Yeah. Okay. What? Oh my god, I got a dog talking to me. What do you want? Ah. I need to go attend to a dog.
Okay.
Aw.
Oh, what does he want? Ugh.
What do you what? Show me what you want. What? What?
ambience is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Let me look at that.
Okay.
The harp is
Whatever.
probably the reason why I wanted the personality.
Listen to Enchantress.
Ooh.
Dad, we're having a session here.
Oh, I can take care of it.
So
I'm just,
that's one of the things. Okay, I'm definitely.
Yeah, that's
Well,
the
that's
loot
the
with his
loot.
personality is the loot.
Okay. That's more of a harp, or
It
is it a
is.
lute? They call
It's
it a
the
lute?
special emote.
Okay.
Because like some personalities have custom emotes.
I grabbed the pan flute.
Did you?
I have the key harp.
Yeah, I got the key harp.
I like the key harp.
I've got so much.
I'm
Like,
not a big fan of the flutes because they're really high pitched. I'm just not a fan of high pitched.
I'm probably gonna end up getting everything I want before these crates are gone. Because I'm not really a
That's
mount guy.
usual. Alright, we'll go.
I
We
have more
also
endeavors
kinda
right
do
now than I
yoga.
ever got before.
This outfit or this personality like does a yoga stand.
Hmm.
I'm not sure which idol it is. It is. Nope. That's just stand different. I don't know if I can make it to it.
Oh
There
yeah,
you
there
go.
you go. There you go.
Oh yeah.
That's apparently stretch.
If you're a wimp.
Is yoga. I am now Zen.
Well, that reminds me, I think. I mean, he wants to play more Overwatch. I keep we play Overwatch, and like I couldn't like the past few days, you know, because when I get usually Wednesdays and Thursdays, they like to put me in early, and so I like get 3 hours to myself. So I end up doing like one Overwatch game. Jacob pops in, you know, is like, let's play. I'm like, I can't. I'm just here for one game, and then I'm going.
Chest here.
He's so happy he can play now. though.
Yeah, I mean, like we put in that RAM, and it was like no issue, right? Like, it just plays flawlessly. Oh, this is the boss.
Oh,
yeah.
that was a weak boss.
Mm-hmm. Stairs.
Hey,
Stairs to
not a
nowhere.
lot allowed up here.
Yeah, they announced the new like Overwatch Battle Pass for Season 4, and like it's pretty good. You get like
Oh, there's a paper over here.
oh, I've already read it apparently.
Argonian journal pages.
These aren't even in Joe.
That's where I put them.
But I mean, like the Battle Pass is pretty good for like $10, but you know, like Jacob acts like it's $500. Like I don't know if it's worth all the savings.
Perspective.
You know, I'm like it looks, you know, it looks good, but I don't know if it's worth all that. Like it's $10. $10 for like 3 months worth of fun. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
3 or 4 months. I forget.
I
Maybe
don't
3.
mind the concept of battle passes because it gives you something to work towards. And
Yeah.
it just gives you more of a reason to do it.
What the heck?
Mainly
was
the
that?
reason I don't mind is because it's the only way the game's alive right now is battle passes. So I mean, without the battle pass, they wouldn't go free to play, and you know, Overwatch would be dead like it was last September. But now it's like even if I'm in a group or whatever, I queue and the queue time is just so short. You know, I don't have to
Mhm.
wait so long anymore. I'm having a blast. But
If it brings life back to a game, it's worth it.
I mean, no one ever makes fun of anyone for subscribing to a magazine. Why do we get all annoyed about like a battle pass or an MMO subscription?
Because monetizing games tends to be really predatory these days.
Well, I
And
mean,
it's like, a lot of the times people are like, oh, well, I bought my game. But if it's a free to play, it's to be expected.
oh, speaking of which, there's a free to play event right now for ESO, I guess. There might be a lot of
Yeah.
noobs running around.
That's good. I like news.
Let's do this Dolmen. Molag Ball's annoying me. Oh.
Yeah.
Take that, Molag Ball. Oh, wait, hold on, boss.
Did you think it was over?
Yeah, I was just like, oh, it's over. We
I
did it.
saw them all circling the spot.
When you destroy the next,
Oh, I'm full.
this one will have returned.
Here, you should give me Fez.
Remember we were waiting forever for a Dolmen to start, and then Jared insulted Molag Ball, and it just began immediately.
Oh, there's Fez.
I can imagine the prologue quest actually isn't that far away, that I think about it.
Wait, is it out now?
If it was out now, I probably wouldn't know. I probably would be hyper aware of it. But no. But it's... I know a couple things about it. Because they have it in the files. I don't know if they're supposed to. But they do. It's in the achievement files.
I mean, a lot of the times they put stuff in early because it's more efficient. Like,
Mm-hmm. But, okay, hold on. They actually have an icon for it now. It's called... The achievement is called Fate's Proxy. And it claims you gotta assist Laramil the Wise gather glyphics. So there's our glyphics again. Tell me when you're done with Fez.
I'm done, thank you.
Okay.
I couldn't loot the chest at all because I was full.
No. Did it go
I got
away?
it now.
Oh.
No, I got it. It's fine. I just like sold all of my junk and then grabbed it.
Crown in hand. Leave and look right. What?
Are you reading my notes again?
What?
The Argonian journal.
You should have a lock on it.
I just
wondering,
leave
like-
pages all around the world because you got one page, but you don't know what happened before, right? We trying to find the next one.
Yeah, it's definitely in a delve. Where's the delve? Am I missing it? Oh, Gandrin and Ruins? I don't know how that... Does Gandrin mean crown something? And I don't know it. That's embarrassing. We're gonna go north. I don't know if I told you this, but I learned recently that the Morrowind theme that they wrote for ESO actually has words like I just kind of thought they made up a little choir that they were chanting just to kind of sound cool, But it turns out they're actually speaking, you know, like Ald Chimeras, and I thought that was
Interesting.
pretty cool. And so like
That is cool.
they posted what they're saying, and then I listened to it while I was reading, and I'm like, yeah, and I recognize a lot of Ald Chimeras is pretty much just like derived from Elnofex, and I know how to kind of read that. So I'm like, oh yeah, I recognize some of these words, but we passed by 2 chests. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's a chest right here.
You can get it. Oh wait.
Oh, oh. Oh, somebody's fighting me.
Oh,
Surprise you
he's-
pay.
He's
I was
dead
just
now.
gonna say that's the price for the chest. That's great.
Just wait. Somebody said 2 chests that I got 1, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we passed by one a while ago.
That's fine. I'm going by so many resources, it makes me ill.
You... Honestly, like, if it was me, it would just be like, I would record every resource on, like, the 3 starter islands, and then that would be all I need. You know? Like, why would you need any
You
more?
only really need Canarthi.
Okay, then just Canarthi then. Where's the door to
Is
this
there-
place?
It's on
Everybody
the
goes
side
to
you're
Canarthi.
not.
Hey Liz, what are you doing? Hey Liz, stop.
This is their security, is that you can't find the door, you can't come in.
Hold on, what was that loading screen? Said something about the creator of this ruin was a worshipper of Hermaeus Mora, I guess. So he created this place. I wonder if we're gonna end up going here in the prologue quest. Anything with Hermaeus Mora attached to it, I'm like, ah, this is gonna be a prologue quest place. Also unusual.
I think I hear the sky shot off to our
Oh my
left.
goodness,
Yep.
it's just right here.
Yep. I was hearing it.
Yay.
It's a trap.
I mean, it was really easy.
They're like, you'll never find your sky oh.
You look like you're using a crossbow half the time. Like, it doesn't
He
look like
is.
you're using a
No,
bow.
he's using his crossbow. It's a fighter's
Wait,
guild
there's
ability.
crossbow?
Fighter's guild
Yeah.
ability.
Oh, it's an ability?
He
I
likes-
was like,
he
how
likes it
did I
very
have
much.
those?
Yeah, I
That's
like
so
it. I
cool.
like it because it takes out multiple targets at once. So it's
Oh,
like-
is that like the when it sprays it down from like above?
no, that's a
the
different
AoE?
one.
Oh.
That's a different one. I'd have to, let's see, how do I, okay. This is called Focus, oh no, wait. This is called Silver Shards, Fire and Augmented Dawn Guard, Vampire Hunters, Crossbow Bolt to strike an enemy dealing 6,819 physical damage. Fires additional bolts at other enemies near the initial target for 22% less damage.
Wait, does it straight up say, who's it say? Dawnguard?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's Dawnguard
Dawn Guard,
reference.
Vampire Hunter.
Because like when I think crossbow, I think of the Dawnguard. And I was like, are they gonna connect the two? I guess.
Do
they
you
just
think
straight up do
that's do you think that's coincidence?
that?
There's a
I
there's a
don't think it
questy
can
in
be.
here too. I found a alien library paper,
It's
and
probably
then I've
alien.
got Zara is in here to talk to. I don't know what her quest is though. This is a bigger dungeon. I don't know. Or delve.
It is pretty big.
Do I want to
Pretty
talk
maze-like.
to her?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You're gonna need to give me a rundown.
She thought I was a monster. Okay.
But I'm the one that looks like a monster.
No, you're adorable in that.
Eh.
You think you're fierce, but you're not.
It's the patches, they ruin it.
It needs a cape.
Too much to render.
No cape.
Riches beyond measure. Find the crown of ascension.
Oh, that explains the crown thing. Huh.
And I have to go through the door near you, I guess, to get there.
Do you know what the crown of ascension is?
No, but I'm sure someone with knowledge will tell me.
Yeah, I'm looking through my library right now.
All it's telling me is I have to go through this door, and then I have to go through the door on the other side, which is down over there on the left.
Right.
So it's not showing me yet where it is in the map.
How do you spell ascension? Isn't it A-S-C-E-N?
Ascension.
Yeah, I don't have any books on it. I don't know what this is.
Find the crown of ascension. So you haven't done it either?
No, I've definitely done it, but I am but a human,
Oh.
and I have but a small brain.
You're a human, a very small brain.
I don't remember every random artifact in every Aelid ruin. It doesn't
Boy,
even sound familiar to me.
I am
I'm
really
honestly
now.
100% don't believe you.
You don't? You think that I'm holding something from you guys?
You remember everything that's not necessary to remember.
That's true.
Okay. I think this crown's
Yeah.
pretty damn important.
Well, it says riches beyond measure. So.
Well, we got the sky shard, so you direct us.
I just said we have to go through that door over there on that
Well, lead
left
the way.
side there,
Oh,
so we can. No, I can't get up there now.
Oh,
There's. Okay, here we go.
I love just hearing your guys' like
splash.
dialogue of when you have to run up to me like a companion. Can't get up there. Can't get up there. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, I can. I just gotta stand next to Kyle. Stand next to him.
She's telling me Kara's needed. She has ice running down the back of her neck. Oh, that's because.
So I guess these Aelids are some kind of undead.
So now I have to go out of here and around to the left and out the next one.
Usually the Aelids you see in Black Marsh are Barsabic. This doesn't seem that way.
You know what's one of the hardest, like, most difficult things to remember when you're on a new character? Is you have to read bookshelves again.
Oh, I probably had. I mean, like, I do that just by default,
I don't.
but I
'Cause,
don't.
like, I'm not learning skills from it anymore, so I just don't. Like, I
don't
think
do
it gives
to
me
learn
lore,
skills.
but,
Hey, 2920.
like, I don't earn skills from it anymore, so I stopped.
Okay, there's my endeavor.
What is
wow.
glowing in there?
Now there's a chest over here and bad people.
Oh,
Are the bad people glowing?
He's red.
was
I don't know
looking-
why. I don't know why. I was seeing like an orange blob
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
something,
like
but
through the wall.
yeah.
It's a
yeah.
lighting
Yeah.
effect. I was bleeding through the wall.
But the chest is blue, and of course a bad person
That-
would light up
that
red.
what was
That
that?
wall is really thin.
I did see it though. No, I still see it. Hold on. What is? Oh, it's Ember's staff.
Yeah, it's Ember's
Yeah,
No.
she's got a staff,
Hurdle.
right?
our staff.
Yeah,
It's
but
whatever
Ember
she
Yeah,
has.
but
wasn't on
Ember's
that.
not over. Ember's not over here.
She
I
was.
can see it though. I can see
Yeah,
it
but
bleeding
I-
through the wall. Like I can
I
find her.
don't now, but
Okay.
Yeah, it's her torch thing.
but
But
she
I
was
saw
it.
over there when I saw it.
Yeah.
I think she was, because it was gonna move it around.
No,
like she
but
was-
I saw it, and she's always next to me.
Oh,
I like how there's a.
So mystery.
Anyway, we have to
Stone
go
missing
out.
from here.
We have to go out this upper
Hmm.
door. So we have to go up this staircase here.
Can I just say that I did my dragon dailies today, and people were actually fighting dragons in Northern.
Yeah, I noticed that like everywhere I think there's not gonna be any people, there's usually people. Like I was doing high isle stuff and there's a lot of people doing vents. I mean,
For the dailies, because of the event, I'm sure.
oh yeah, maybe so. Though
But there was
No.
nobody in Vardenfell doing dailies. I had to abandon it.
dailies in Vardenfell can be annoying.
It's only because I
One,
got the hunger boss. Like,
there's-
I can't solo him.
There's no world events to do dailies for in Morrowind or Vardenfell.
Left or
But
right,
it's a
you end up at.
It's a free play weekend. Or it's a free play period, and that's where people start.
Well, if I was a noob, like I was, I wouldn't know what a daily is. I didn't. It took
No,
forever
but
for me
you'd
to
at
do
least have
dailies.
people passing by and taking advantage of someone fighting a world boss.
That hunger is kind of out of the way. Oh,
I only can't do it because someone has to bash it when it grabs me. That's the only reason why I fail him.
I just dropped internet.
Oh,
I'm back.
are these supposed to be like coffins?
Let me see. Yeah, I think so.
Because they kind of just look like tables to me.
Hey, you can use them as tables.
That's weird.
Mm.
I mean, it makes a lot more sense than to be coffins. They just don't look it to me.
This is actually going facts. Okay, so we go out this way. Through this door. Oh, I hear those, oh, I see another chest.
Mm-hmm.
You got distracted.
Yeah.
I hear something important. Ooh, a chest. Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Squirrel. No, I hear the spikes in the floor thing, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, like the traps.
I don't mind those as much as the swinging blades. I don't like the
I
swinging
hate
blades.
the blades.
So here's the.
Felt more
Yeah.
like. Which direction are you going? Oh.
Oh, I went right into that one.
I
wow.
just hear your character yell.
Ow! No, Oblivion has those like Aelid traps that are like pads on the floor and you step on them and they just bring you up to the ceiling where they mash you.
Can we all use this well, or is it one person?
We should all be able to get the buff as long as we're
We
like in the
get
same
near
area.
each other.
You have to hold hands.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, it just says someone's using that.
Well,
Yeah, I
got the
know,
buff.
but
Yeah, but you've
we
got a buff.
automatically will get it.
Everybody's
Now,
been buffed.
Ah.
My target is in the far corner here. Oh, there's another chest. Chest.
So the crown is in the corner.
Yeah, over here to my.
What does the crown do?
Well, I will find out. Or you could just tell me.
I don't know.
Honestly. Okay, so it's
But
here on this. Well, no, where is it? Okay, completed. Find the crown. Now I'm supposed to talk to her. I guess this is the crown. And She's over here.
Doesn't say anything like if you look over in your inventory. Drinks much water. Good, stay hydrated.
No. It doesn't say anything about it.
Huh.
I have to talk to her.
It sounds kind of important. Crown of Ascension.
Maybe it's not important, and that's why you don't know it.
I mean, that's fair, yeah. I would
No, that
hope
was
it's
it. I complete the quest. That was
Okay.
it. I find it and talk to her. Well, we bet these baddies again.
Let me plug it into the USB, see if I can learn it.
Man, I like Aelid ruins. You can like parkour them really well. Like up there too.
All the Aelids are rolling in their graves.
That I'm climbing on the walls.
Crown of Ascension. The quest is riches beyond measure.
Yep.
Um,
It's not there glowing anymore.
Find Zara, a Khajiit treasure hunter just west of the Delta entrance. She stands over a body of an Aelid mummy and is rather startled when you approach her. Blah 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 blah. Fenlord's servants is fine when they create the Crown of Ascension. Some say it's a tomb where the Fenlords encase themselves in ice to wait out the long ages. Others suggest a jewel-encrusted crown that reveals all places and possibilities at once. I mean, it does look like a crown. The Fenlords, Aelid necromancer kings who once ruled Blackmarsh. When their slaves rose up against them. I'm not very familiar with this. I wish you kept it. Oh wait, you can intimidate Zara to provide assistance when searching for the crown. Of course, you probably didn't do that.
Ugh.
Interesting. Alright.
Now we get out of here going this way. Oh, these guys are back. Boy, they just keep coming back.
Who are they?
They're dead.
Undead Aelids, I would assume. From this Fenlord group that I'm honestly not familiar with.
Oh, look, there's this sky shard. So they expect you to get it on your way out.
But I
Then
guess
they would have
maybe.
put it in the last room.
They kind of did.
It's to make you feel like a fool. You're like, oh man, I didn't need to go all this way. This person is just staring
Standing
at the
in
wall.
the corner. Yeah, self-punishment.
They are
What?
reading every
Why?
scratch.
I did something wrong. I'm being
You
punished. I
okay,
must stand in the
sir?
corner.
They're just studying. My goodness.
It's all right.
Maybe it's social discomfort, and they're like, "Oh God, there's people. Maybe if I don't
That's
look at
right.
them, they'll go away."
Yep, yep.
He's feeling shame for not knowing what the Crown of Ascension was.
You should.
Honestly.
Such an important, thing.
Mhm.
I guess that can be one of your facts. Is that a medium, easy, or hard fact? What is the Crown of Ascension? I don't know the answer, so
think
it
it's
must
hard.
be a hard fact.
I don't know.
Difficult. Difficulty
I
level.
let them work
hard.
that out, not me.
What?
He does trivia questions.
Yeah.
You should make
here.
something up, and therefore they don't know the
No,
answer, and
well, I
you
mean-
sound cool.
The UESB has me, write like 25 questions a month for their trivia night.
Do you make them up?
Do I make them up? Like, do I lie?
Yeah.
I could. I should.
They can't
He'd lose
fact
his
check
job.
you. You
No,
know?
no, the USB definitely can't fact check me. There's no
No.
way they could. They could.
You will be so cool to them if you know more. Like more than them.
Like, where would we go to check this fact? I don't know, says the library.
Uh-huh. See, it's a perfect plan.
Gee, you could make canon.
I can make canon.
Yeah.
I don't have this way shrine up here.
My friends are trying to get me to play Phasmophobia.
Again?
Well, we were doing the event yesterday, but one of our friends, he's in Florida, and so he wasn't near a computer at the time.
Because Florida doesn't
They don't have computers in Florida?
No, they don't.
But
Computers
he
are
lives
illegal.
in he lives in Arkansas. He's on vacation.
Oh.
Yes, because some people have desktops.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me.
So I guess
But
they're
I'm going
doing the
anywhere.
event.
Steven was trying to get me to play this game that I'm not particularly interested in, but I guess it looks kind of fun. But he's always trying. He always wants to try new games, mostly ones that I think he knows more about.
Just kind of northeast of us is where I'm supposed to turn in this urn.
Oh,
It's over just it's just northeast of the Alton Cormont Wave Shrine.
no.
Yeah, right in there. Well, at least that's where the symbol is that
You can just wave shrine there, I guess. Let's see, what's the name of the game? I'm trying to figure it out. Baratrauma.
well, I guess I could.
Baratrauma. It is a game about. Well, it's for one, it looks like Terraria. It's like the side angle like Terraria, but it's like I think it's like a survival experience. Yeah, survival game.
What is it?
Baratrauma. In Baratrauma, you're a submarine crew member beneath the ice of Jupiter's moon, Europa. Flee or fight alien life forms and explore a new world. It's, hey, well, I mean, it's got a 9 out of 10 on
Wow.
Steam. I mean, so, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, again, it's like, it looks very Terraria-esque in the way that it's like, you're just seeing, like, a cross-section of the submarine with all these different rooms.
So I'm
But it's
supposed to follow
multiplayer.
Dad?
Now, he's just starting in the quest. You can, I mean, if you want.
If you want to.
If you want to.
I don't. Go back.
What are the odds that you play No Man's Sky again?
I would probably have to do, like, an update, maybe. I don't know.
Have you looked at the new update?
I mean, like, there's probably been a few updates since I last played. They crank out those
Yeah,
updates.
but the newest.
I don't know. I mean, I don't.
They
think I've
added
seen-
like there's new corrupt planets, and there's like corrupt sentinels and stuff, and brand new like ships, like
Sentinels are always
spaceships
corrupt.
and stuff. Huh?
It says Sentinels are always corrupt.
Yeah, no, but these are like purple and cool, and there's like new technologies and stuff that you could use.
Nice.
So I turned in the urn, and the lady says I can come to her anytime I'm going to face, I forget what it was, maybe it was Daedra, but I get the blessing of RK.
What does the blessing of RK do? Like, if you.
I
health or
don't
something?
know. It's only like 5 minutes, but let me see what it says here. Blessings of RK reduces damage from Daedra by 5%.
Cool.
She says I can come to her anytime to get it
Oh.
if I'm gonna be facing Daedra. So
That's interesting.
part of the conversation was I've come here for the blessing, and she says, "Go in peace," and I got blessed. So
Wow. I wonder if you could like just do that before dungeons or something. Just like
5% though. I wonder if like
Min-max.
early gameplay that was like a life changer.
there's a lot of strange little decisions in base games sometimes.
Mhm.
Like at the beginning of
my chapsticks.
Blackheart Haven, the dungeon where you've gotta do the disguise thing, and so if you're taking quests, the game's like take a disguise to look like a pirate, and all the other pirates will leave you alone. But like this is a dungeon we're talking about, and no one really wants to do that, right? Like they don't want to do the disguises. They want to hit people. You're playing a dungeon. You don't want to be sneaking around. And the beginning section of Blackheart is so complicated because it's basically just a big open area that goes up vertically, and there's only like one path, but it's not obvious. And so a lot of times people are just wandering around, not sure what to do or where to go. Noobs want to do the disguise. Players who are just grinding for gear do not want to do the disguise. And it's just chaotic. So I made a post about Blackheart Haven last month talking about how it looks great. I mean, it's really like a fun dungeon for base game. But I was like, the weirdest thing is definitely the disguise, because it's like you're doing a dungeon, not a quest by yourself. And the lead dungeon designer for ESO showed up, and he was like, "Yeah, this was back in the early days when we really didn't have it down pat how to make like these dungeon experiences." You know, it was so new for them making these things, not really sure how to go about it. That's why a lot of base game dungeons
That's why it feels
also
weird, yeah.
have like breaks for dialogue, like stop to talk to this NPC or you ruin the quest. And it's like you have to do it like 2 or 3 times in Vaults of Madness or whatever, and it's like no one wants to do that. So nowadays, of course, they just have it where you take dialogue at the beginning.
Background.
Yeah, it plays in the background in the middle. You take the dialogue at the beginning, and then you get dialogue at the end. It's just better that way. But you can really see.
I think it's definitely a lot better that way, because it's not even just that nobody wants to do that. It's that the people who want to do that can't do it because the rest of the team isn't.
Yeah. And it's like they have to skip through the dialogue. Rip. But yeah. The stones are all swirly.
They
Below
are,
our
I saw
feet.
that.
Very interesting. Okay, my brain was telling me that it was 10.
No, we started early,
Yeah, we did, that's right. I mean,
so we could stop or we could crank out the last ones. I think
We
there's
could-
3.
I only need one more. and
yeah,
Mom
I can
needs
imagine Dad probably has
the
the last
next
one.
3. I mean, I have the last 2. I'm missing the.
So you wanna
what's it
stop?
say? Climb, little karma or little Kwama to reach your goal.
I think that we should just grind out the last ones.
Okay.
So the Way Shrine is going to be percolating mire, but this time we're going to go southwest, which is going to be a lot better. It's nearby. Climb Little Kwama to reach your goal.
It's a barbecue.
Just watch him kill it.
Just wait. I don't want
Yeah,
to
it's
get
like
off.
not worth getting
I don't
off
want to
by
get
horse.
off. I know.
How do you... Oh wait, is this it? Oh, this is it, I guess. Right over here.
Oh.
On Cobra Kwama Line. Interesting to see a Kwama Line here.
Llama is so fun. Like, it's such a fun word. It's like pancake. That's a fun word.
Well,
Scuba.
It's on the list of fun words.
I mean, you think about it. Somebody made up this word, and they're like, "What's a fun word? Quama." And then they're like, "Let's make that a thing." Like someone had to make it up at some point.
Yeah, that'd be early 2000s.
Mm.
I think someone just added everyone on Discord.
I
Dang it.
still don't see the sky shard in here.
Dude, the map is still pinged.
Okay.
That's so weird.
Sky
that
Shard's
it
here.
stayed.
Yeah. I can't believe I haven't I've talked to like tons of people about the new Overwatch hero, but I hadn't talked to Ryan about it. And Ryan got me into
Oh,
Overwatch.
yeah?
Well, like we haven't spoken in so long. I was like, this character's been revealed for days and we haven't even spoken about it. So I sent him a text. I was like,
Good.
what do you think? He says he's excited for it. So, like, there's an idea for an ability that I had for Overwatch. I'm sure a lot of people had this idea, but I thought that the idea would be so abused and risky that they would never add it into the game. Turns out they don't care. I guess they added it to the game.
I see it.
And it's a very interesting. Even ESO probably won't even ever do it.
I want to know.
But this ability, I think, is incredible. But the thing is, though, in the hands of jerks, it will not be incredible. So it's like, if you saw this ability played like from competitive teams, it will be so incredibly cool to watch. But players will ruin it. But the ability is he's a support character, right? So what he can do is that one of his abilities is that if a friend like falls off the edge or something into a pit, or is in a very dangerous position, like being like they're being like solo ulted by someone else, he can pull them towards him. Like
It's a warden.
Well, here's the thing though, wardens can pull two other people, right? Like, you hook onto me. That's your choice, right? That's your choice
I'm
to
thinking
bring.
Final Fantasy.
Oh,
my
your Final
my scholar in Final Fantasy, you can summon people to.
Well, see, that's the thing though. It's like so you're now playing a game where you can move around your friends, right? And I'm sitting here thinking that could be so fun to watch.
You're just teleporting around the playing field.
That could be so fun to watch, like for professional players, like doing a last-second save to save their friends. That'd be cool. However, we all know that that's not how it's going to be used by most people who just want to ruin everyone else's day and try to pull everyone else off a cliff, or say you're using your ultimate or something on an enemy. Imagine like suddenly you're yanked out of position and you're not doing that anymore because
Can you move while you're talking?
He decides to move you. What?
Can you move while you're talking?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I mean.
Dad was getting a chest.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was getting the chest at the end, and also I haven't read this before. Why is that highlighted? Yeah, no, I was waiting for him to get the chest. But I mean, I think it's a cool idea. I just hope that people are going to be mature about it. But I said like it's going to be like 90% of reports in Overwatch is going to be this ability.
What did Ryan think?
We haven't spoken about the ability specifically, but he's sounded like he just really likes it. The idea of the character in general. I mean, I like the idea.
Are all the Battle Pass characters all supports?
So, well, for one, they decide, they're not really locking characters entirely behind Battle Passes. It's like, if you buy the Battle Pass, you get the character straight up, but then there's things like, it's like win 35 games, queue to support, and then they just hand you the hero. Or
That's
something.
cool. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a lot of what people complained about is the gatekeeping of it,
So, but as for all of them being support, So back in the early days of Overwatch, there used to be 4 different roles, even though there wasn't like a role queue. There used to be like a tank role, a support role, and then 2 DPS roles. One DPS role being attack, and the other one being defense. Somewhere along the line, along the years, they decided to mesh defense and attack DPS characters and just kind of make them DPS. So that meant that DPS characters is a huge library of them, right? And then tank and support, there's just not as much. And so tank and support characters or players, they feel kind of bored because they don't really have as much variety as
Not
the
much
DPS
variety,
players.
yeah.
So they decided to exclusively add tank and support characters all year until they kind of even out the score. I think 2024 is probably when we're going to see the next DPS character.
And you know, when they add new ones, it encourages, like, people are like, oh, I want to try out this new character, and now you got people playing, you know, the tank and support that might not have before because they're trying it out.
Yeah, it happens a lot. People get into playing tank when they wouldn't normally. Let's see what's this.
Okay, wait. I'm hearing Thieves Trove.
How many people are interested in support?
Oh, it's up there on that mushroom
I think support
Oh.
is
behind Mom.
I think support is
Up here.
more more
I'm not.
desirable than tank.
Where am I going?
Really?
Tank is
I don't know where I'm
I know
going.
you do, but I mean,
tank is
is that
Oh.
how most people
Hey,
think?
it's up there.
I think in any
Yep.
game,
How do
tank
I
is
get up
least
there?
desirable. I think
fine.
tank is the most rare in like probably every
I
game
know,
ever.
but I thought you had a hard time getting healers and stuff.
Well,
People didn't want to do
I
healing.
can't get up there like that. How do I get up there?
I think a healing when I
On this-
support,
this
but I
route
know
right
it's
here.
also DPS. But
And then you can just jump up here.
Also, I mean, tank is also
Oh, there it
very
is.
hard in Overwatch because there used to be 2
Nobody
tank
watch.
slots, but now it's just 1. So so now it's just like it's very daunting. It's like, do you want to be the guy that goes tank and then is a bad tank, and so everyone gets mad at you for being the only tank?
nope, not me.
We're gonna be going to Stormhold, by the way. This way, shrine over here. So it can be kind of
You
scary
mean
for
not you
people.
because you're not a bad tank.
No, because I don't want people getting mad at me, calling me a bad.
It
tank.
is very daunting. You know,
You're a
they
bad tank.
say tank
That
diff.
would make me cry.
People, I mean, like, people didn't start saying blank diff until probably the last 2 years or so. I didn't hear it.
I'm there.
Okay.
I'm very fortunate that I wasn't a really super good tank, but somebody videoed my best performance. So it
Yeah,
lives on,
well, you
lives
were
on
good.
an
It was
infamy.
so good.
It was good. I revisited it recently.
I have a copy just in case
Yeah,
I
you
decide to delete
you
it.
have a copy.
I have. I
I
probably have.
think
I probably have multiple
finalism.
copies. Yeah,
Yeah.
But
I
you
have
And I
to
did-
apply for a job. Look at how I tank on ESO.
that's right.
I mean, you really need the context. Look, I mean, like, the context was like we were exhausted. We were like 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah.
in. 2.5
And
hours.
I was like,
you know?
I'm not doing this again.
We were all just super drained. Like, Mom was super drained.
Everybody
I
was
was
going,
kinda
just
tired.
die already.
I
Just
was
die
not.
already.
Yeah, I mean, like that
I
was
get
gonna
very pouty.
that was gonna be our
You're
last
dragging
one.
on. You're dragging on.
That was gonna be our last poll. Like, it was like, well, fine, we'll do one more poll. I think maybe even like Mom or Jared polled it, and then we said this will be our last or something. So
I'm sure I said that multiple times.
I think you didn't have a lot of tries in you because we were 2.5 hours in, and we did because you have to do the right wing and you have to do the left wing, and then you got to do the final wing, and it doesn't save your progress. That was the hard part. We had to do it all in one go. For us, it was hard.
I was just
yes.
expecting him to say, "Give it up, give it up."
Well, everybody was saying, "Give it up."
Yeah, you're like, just die already.
Like you're just making this worse. We were gonna quit.
Yeah,
or
just
this is
quit.
fine,
You're
just
so
get
stubborn.
on."
Let it go.
I was
I
like,
was cheering you on.
I'm not
I
doing
wasn't
this
in
again.
the call though.
Yeah, you were. I think I remember you. I think I remember seeing you pop up.
Yeah, I was in the chat.
Yeah. Whereas my chat's only recorded to a certain point, and then Twitch deletes it. But I also have my chat project onto the stream,
onto
so
the
you can,
the
yeah, so you can
clips,
see
yeah.
what people are saying.
Yeah. It's like we just watched you ascend into a greater being, and you're just like, wait, you're all dead.
Something
I thought
Wait,
we were
something-
alone. That's like,
HS,
something
You're-
took over.
yeah.
you leveled up.
I heard. I see a heavy sack. Someone
Yes.
said chest.
I said HS. Sorry.
You said a chest, yes.
No,
When there's a heavy sack, does everyone get it, or is it just
Yeah.
whoever
No,
gets it?
only in a dungeon.
I said HS for heavy sack. Sorry.
You need to work on your diction.
Enunciate.
HS. I guess it. I mean, it sounds like a chest no matter what
Oh,
you say.
HS instead of hey HS.
Yeah, see, he's getting it.
I get it now.
I mean, like, no matter how you say it, it still sounds like HS.
But you usually don't say like, hey, TC.
Well,
What? Treasure chest. Hey, heavy sack. HS.
as someone
I
that's
don't
done
think
like
I've ever said TC in
I've
game.
done a zillion, billion dungeons, and so HS is just a quick way to say heavy sack.
I expect you to start talking in text speak from now
Here's the
on.
gargoyle. I'm
Rip.
gonna take him on.
There's a gargoyle in here.
Ah. Life's.
Oh, someone else killed this one.
They really did add a lot of Aelid ruins for being
Maybe
the Argonian
this
zone.
gargoyle killed this gargoyle, and we stumbled upon this.
Oh.
They like
You
fought.
think?
They like fought for 6 days, and he finally got out of it. And then we turned the corner and killed
We just killed him.
him.
And then we just say "get good" and walk
Get
away.
good.
Yeah.
He was already weakened, and we're like, ha!
Easy.
Exactly. I really got lucky that apparently Argonian is a good choice for running healers. I really had no idea. I just liked Lizard Person. And apparently
I
it's
think
a good
picking
healer choice.
Picking a certain race for something is just min-maxing in the end. It's
Yeah,
not
it
necessary.
really is. But it's, I mean, like it means more in like WoW. WoW is so strict when it comes to what race you choose. It's like, oh, that race can't be this class. Sorry, it's so annoying.
Yeah, well, it's like exclusively character locked though too. Like ESO, you can just do whatever you want, which is so cool.
Chest, as in
Wow.
treasure chest. TC.
This isn't a heavy sack. It's a treasure chest. Thank
I
you all,
like
by
that
the
your
way.
dog armor matches all of your aesthetic.
I found out where the dog came
Oh
from.
yeah, it's the dragon
Yeah.
slayer
The dragon,
dog or
yeah.
whatever.
But it came from your Twitch Prime thing, didn't it?
Yep.
You just didn't want to say that. But I figured it
Oh.
out. Because you guys share your
Yeah, I didn't
Amazon
get that.
account, and so therefore you didn't
He
want
gets
Mom to
it
be
and
mad
I
at
don't.
you. I've got
Oh,
you
yeah.
cornered. I've got you cornered. That's why you didn't.
love it.
That's why you
I
didn't
love
say
it.
where it came from. I figured
Makes
you out.
me mad.
Somebody's rent's going.
Dog shit. I got carried away.
I think they gave us it another way too, because I had it before. Just like I had the first bundle before.
Hmm.
Oh, that's not us.
Argonian mating ritual.
There's Dragon Pants.
Oh, hey, it's one of my favorite books. This one right over here.
The Argonian mating rituals?
No, this one over here.
I don't think it's gonna be the same book. Is it?
Is it? What is it for you?
The Vanishing Crux?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Oh, okay. I think it's just the new ones, the new bookshelves. Like, I don't think they're always the same lore anymore. Because I think like I get lore pages instead of skills now.
I think the USB documents where books can be found sometimes, so I don't know. Like, I remember specifically Deadlands. It's like,
But,
oh, you
but
can find this book here.
Is this another
There's no
alien
lore
well?
notes. Here's a chest. There's no lore notes like around the map anymore, like there were.
Ah, where are we fighting? Who's that? Oh, there's a chest.
Did we get this guy shard in here?
Oh, yeah, it's,
Oh,
it's across the way.
Someone had already
oh,
opened the chest.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's okay.
I don't. I
So it
don't
doesn't get
have
marked.
a Free Argonians manifesto.
Oh, that's her staff. Oh, she's mad.
I-
Hold on, she's mad.
They were
Oh.
not happy that you touched that thing.
Whoop.
Oh, wait, hold on, she's dead. Maybe it was a little bit overkill. I mean, I always thought this boss and everything would have been a pretty cool like zone story or something. This is the second time that a cool Argonian character has been reduced to a Delve boss. Offensive.
Okay, one more.
That's gonna be
Could just pour it out of here.
yeah. It's gonna be in the place I can't pronounce because it's an actual word.
Not some made-up thing.
Yeah, I mean, like I can just say, oh, this is how the Dwemer thing is said, and you guys are like, oh, he knows what he's talking about.
I say that all the time. You could be making stuff up, and I'm like, that's interesting.
I said Chulef Tinkt incorrectly for like years.
Yeah, I go to bed at night, and I'm thinking to myself, I wish I could pronounce Dwemer things like leather.
And a single tear rolls down my face.
Yeah, you found me out.
Okay, so last one is going to be Sanguine's place over here. We'll just go on out. Is it domain? I don't know.
You just attack everything, don't you?
I am a violent person.
You're a healer.
You gotta cause injury to heal.
He injures people and then charges them to get healed, yeah.
I
That's
run my
right.
own economy. Come on, man. Okay, well, whatever. He didn't want anything to do with me. I'm a damage healer. I'm definitely not as I'm not pure healing.
Oh, I guess we are. Ember's talking about getting lost in cities and stuff, and I'm like, what? But then I realized we're like entering one.
Yeah. Have
It
you
just
heard
looked
the
like an open swamp to me.
Have you heard the line from Ember where she says that like God, I can't remember her old master's name, but
Yeah.
he like she's like, oh yeah, he keeps like sending me books because he wants me to read them, and obviously she's not really big on books, so
Yeah.
she's like, I just keep sticking them in random bookshelves to places we travel, and I hope someone finds them and likes them. It's kind of a funny reference to why you find weird books in places. Because she's just sticking these books in weird places that she goes
It's-
into. 'cause
It's
she
been
doesn't wanna read
Ember
them.
this
It's been
entire
Ember the
time.
whole time. It was Ember all along.
She's so cute though.
Oh yeah, we're getting 2 new companions. I keep forgetting that. We're getting 2 whole new companions this year.
I don't know anything about them. All I know is I heard one is an Argonian. That's
Yeah,
literally
we're
all I
getting,
know.
we're getting Argonian and a Redguard. The Argonian's very, very quiet, and the Redguard's more of a clumsy father figure character, to my knowledge. So let's see. Does she
What are
say
their
this?
personalities?
Yes. Only the best. Let's see. Good.
All I
Hey, it's
know
a
is
cheese sack.
the Argonian just has a tragic past that I don't think he even remembers, and you have to like an anime character. You gotta go on adventures with him to slowly uncover his history.
But like, what are their likes and dislikes though?
Bro,
Like, cause
I mean, I
that
don't know
Welcome
yet.
to Sanguine's
Oh.
Domain.
There's no way we can know that yet.
sometimes they do like the character spotlights before the character comes
well,
out. So I
it's-
wasn't sure if they
we
did
still have a
something
couple months, unfortunately. Don't remind
Okay.
me. They pronounce it.
I mean, they
domain.
told us immediately what Ember was like because they knew everybody was excited.
Well, maybe I can find a better way to explain them. Maybe they cover a few things that I just don't remember.
Oh, hang on, my inventory's
At what
full.
point do your companions open up to you? Bastion won't talk to me.
That's because you keep
Uh,
doing things with cheese. He hates it.
No,
Cheese?
he never says anything to me about the cheese.
Okay, then what
He
does
doesn't care about the cheese. He
what-
does get mad. There are times when I'm stealing stuff, I forget to put them away. But that's not often.
I kept forgetting to put Ember away when I was doing the Jester Fest thing. And then when I'd get caught stealing or running away with the pig, I would just be like, yeah, I care, take my money, to like shut the guard up. And Ember's like, we could have them. And I'm like, oh, right, you're out.
Oh, right, you're here. You're watching.
Ember, can you just turn around for a minute? Like,
Yeah, Bastion doesn't like stealing.
I mean,
So when we ran in here,
But
Mary,
I don't do the stuff he doesn't like that often.
when I ran
so
in
I
just
don't
here,
know
like,
anything
help them
about
out when
it.
you do like hand in quests and stuff. That gives them XP too.
I need to reload my XP. I've got like 5 minutes left, so I'm gonna. Okay. So yeah, when I ran in
won't
here,
take it.
Mary
Oh, mine's
says,
like,
"If
oh.
you brought me in here because you think I'd like it, well done."
Well done in here.
okay. I mean, we're in.
She's what does she call herself?
She's like a dendrologist,
an
right?
enophile, which means
Oh.
I like wine a
Oh.
lot.
Oh, she's a.
She's an
she's
alcoholic.
she's a
I like
person.
wine too. Whoops.
I like to wine.
Did you just sit?
No, I was thinking.
Yeah.
something. Oh,
Oh, I did. Yeah.
yeah. She's also a dendrologist or whatever. So
No, Weather,
something
did
like that.
you sit?
No, I just kind of grabbed a thing that I
I need
found.
to see you sit with that tail
I,
after.
I always have a tail. You're acting like it's new.
Yeah, but that tail is adorable.
What?
It's different. It's a different experience.
You probably don't have this yet.
Oh, hang on. I started this. Sorry.
Yes, you did. Hold on, I started this. There we go.
I can't see anything in all the.
It's right here.
It's in the sunlight.
It's a bug.
Oh, you're
loss.
talking about the bug law. Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Okay, so the plan is to hang to the left.
Yeah, I
So
don't
then
think
is
it's
that-
too far up here.
Shouldn't be. This is a public dungeon, by the way. I don't know if anyone noticed.
I noticed. It's
Yeah.
right here. It's right here. It's right
Sweet.
here.
Ember got
Uh,
experience because I looted a heavy sack.
Yeah, I mean the USP has a whole list of all the things that companions like and
Oh, there it
dislike,
is.
and it might be just nice to look that up and
Oh,
do those things.
where?
The USB's got it somewhere.
Yeah.
At least
No, I
everything
didn't.
everything
think-
that we know.
I think Bastion likes when you do fighter guild quests and stuff like that. So like fighting Daedra and stuff. I think the original two are a lot like that. Because Mary she gets a lot of XP when you fight like dolmens and stuff because there's a lot of Daedra involved.
It was pretty cool reaching a certain point with Ember because, you know, she gave me a quest and it took me to Vardenfell and I got to do like a
Yeah.
Vardenfell quest that, you know, I've never done before because I was like, hey, it's like old times. I'm doing a quest here in Vardenfell that's from 2022, which is pretty
Yeah.
sweet. Over here, Dad.
It was with the big cat too, with her big cat
Yeah,
friend.
yeah, that's right.
I wish you would see I wish they added those like a little more peppered around the world. Now that after they introduced them to the game.
The other day, I was wandering around Craglorn, and I went to Shada's Tier, which is where Dad did the tank thing. So I was talking about that, and Shada's Tier, the entrance is like in a pit, and you actually physically like have to like climb down a ladder or jump down into water to enter. And when I did that, I found out that they added a new NPC down there who is one of the founders of Tales of Tribute. Like, she's just kind of hanging out outside the ruin.
Yeah, you have to find all the founders,
Yeah.
don't you, for one of the...
I haven't done much Tales of Tribute stuff, but
Yeah.
so I was talking to her, and one of the things I could say was I could get super overconfident, and I'm like, you're one of the founders of the game, and she's like, oh yeah, you know, we make cards and work together winning strategies, and then I could say, I'll show you a winning strategy. Let's play. And I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
I think you have to beat them all, don't you?
yeah, I mean, I mean, like, I could have just exited out of dialogue, but I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna say this just because it gives me the option. And she's like, I don't even know who you are. You need a little bit more. You need more fame on your side because I've never heard of you. And I'm like, I'm one of the worst Tales of Tribute
You're
players you've
living in
ever
a hole in the ground.
What? Anyways, I just thought it was fun. Like, she was down there studying an ancient Yokudan game, which I thought was pretty cool.
And then you challenge her to a duel Yu-Gi-Oh style.
Yes, exactly. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out. I think they said they want to add some newer stuff to Older Zone.
I just love the idea that you just go into places and you're like, yeah, you suck at this game. They're like,
Yeah, I
"Are
made
you?"
the game.
Like, it's just like, it's such a funny concept.
I bet I could beat you with patrons because you're an NPC.
I don't know. They get a little better at it as you go.
I get my eyeglass again. I need sunglasses in here.
I know. Some bright rays.
It's nice they gave Sanguine some representation. He doesn't have a lot in like any of the games really. He does have that quest in Skyrim where you can like, I think you get married to a goat or something.
Whether can you sit in this chair?
Does it disappear?
Oh,
It
it goes through the
disappeared.
chair.
What do you think's gonna happen?
I wanted it to go out.
gonna clip.
in the chair.
It's gonna clip. Here, look, hold on.
I don't
hold on,
want
hold
it
on.
to.
Give me a second. No one pick any fights.
My
There's
chair,
no-
my tail goes through the chair.
There,
It
are you
goes
happy?
down.
Yeah, now you're sitting in the dog.
But I accidentally took
It's
Fez
quiet
out.
side.
There we go.
Yeah.
There. Okay, now let's move on.
It still clips through the chair, but you definitely made it better.
Wait, did the chair not go away for you?
The chair went away for me, but
Oh,
the
okay.
dog was there, so you were like sitting on the dog.
I made a post on Twitter earlier today where I was bored. This was like really in like not a really great time to make a tweet because you know most people are asleep. But I just did it because I felt like it, and it got actually a lot of attention from people who honestly wish they never saw it. but I told them, I'm like, there's that space right under Balfoyan and right above Deshawn on the map is not included in the Netcrom chapter. It's gonna start like right where it touches Deshawn on the northwest or in the northeast, and the very eastern portion of Balfoyan. But underneath it, that gap there will not be filled. This is gonna be open. I sent a picture and I was like, guys, this is just gonna be open the whole time. And they're like, I wish you didn't point this out. But now
It's
I'm not
one of
gonna
those
stop looking.
once you see it, you can't unsee it.
But I mean, I was mostly doing it to prepare everybody. I'm like, get prepared. It's not gonna be filled. It's probably just a bunch of mountains anyway.
Can we go back to the whole, like, because you removed your chair, can we go back to that for a minute?
What?
One of the first things Osono said to me is now that she has the broom as a style, she can now sweep with 2 brooms at the same time.
Oh yeah. Advanced sweeping.
I know. It's so funny. So when they first came out with the bucket hat and the broom, they were actual, like, an actual weapon and helmet. They weren't a style page.
Oh.
And it was part of the pay to lose instead of pay to win.
Pay to lose.
Pay to lose. Yeah. You can. It is the only actual weapon and like armor piece that they've ever sold in the Crown store. But now that it's a style page, you can double broom.
Okay, that's Shadowfen for you.
Yeah, it is. We did it.
Yeah.
Next up will be Southern Elsewhere, which is pretty sweet. It'll probably be, I guess Sunday night.
Yeah, probably so. Won't be tomorrow.
And
Do you guys celebrate Easter? Just like have a dinner?
Oh, we're doing pizza.
awesome.
Ooh.
Matter of fact, I ordered the pizza tonight.
Did you? Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Our
Dom.
house is a total disaster.
Yeah, yeah.
My sister called me specifically to tell me, okay, well, my house isn't clean, and I was like, I don't care. Like, I really don't care. You've got 5 like little kids running around your house. I don't care if it's a mess.
Yeah.
Like,
Guys, have you at least been like sending Grandma and Grandpa pictures of our kitchen or something? I mean, it looks great.
I print
Not
out
yet.
pictures.
Doesn't look great.
Well,
It's
I
not done yet.
You
Oh,
print out
pictures.
pictures to show them.
I
Don't
print
they
out.
have email. You can just send
I
them.
print out
Before and after.
pictures and take them every week. I go over to have lunch with them. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm waiting till it's all done before I show mine.
This
I mean-
last week, I didn't print them out, but I showed them the pictures I took on the phone. So, yeah,
I think the best part is just not having a big
it's
hole in the
gonna
ceiling.
be 3 more weeks before they're done with everything.
I'm so sad.
Next week they're
I
gonna
was so
finish up
hoping
on
it
all
was
the
gonna be
outside paint.
Oh
And
yeah.
then
It's exhausting.
Then they're gonna be gone for a week, and then when they come back, they'll finish the living
So
room
it's still 3 weeks away.
and the backsplash in the kitchen, and I gotta get the flooring done.
Jacob told me said like around 9 or 10. He said like it sounded like they were trying to break into my room. He was like they're just smashing the wall. It was freaking me out.
Well, they were putting up
Hammering.
the siding, and it was
Yeah.
on the. Of course, it's on the other side of his closet. So
Yeah.
It was pretty. It was pretty loud.
When they were taking out the wall between the washroom and the pantry, that's like right below me. And so when they were
Right.
taking that out,
yeah,
it felt like an earthquake. Like everything's shaking, loud, booming sounds. It was weird.
yeah.
I was like, is it gonna be like this the whole time?
Nope. But I've been very happy with their work, and I've had a neighbor stop by today and ask about them, and I gave her their information, and I've had 2 people at work ask about them too. So
Anyway, all right.
yeah,
All right. Well, I'm glad you're
Yep,
feeling a
thank
little
you.
better, Enchantress.
Yeah.
well,
Thanks for
guys
being
have
with
a
us.
good
Yeah.
night. We'll see
Night.
you tomorrow.
Right,
See ya.
bye.
Love you. Good
Love
night.
you.
Bye.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't know if I want to Fez.
What? Oh,
I
Fez.
said, I don't know if I want
They
to
said Fez. I don't know if I want a Fez.
I'm gonna see if they're still. Oops. See if they're still doing it. We got 5 people in the call. How many people are actually playing Fez? Because you can only play with 4. I know.
Phasma 4.
One of my friends has been
Yeah.
painting figures. Cause I guess there's a Monster Hunter tabletop game that she backed on Kickstarter, and so they give them like the figures, so it's like little Warhammer kind of figures, and you paint them. And she's been doing that all week.
Sweet.
Yeah, so she's probably not in the game. But
I need to kill a group boss. You're gonna follow me.
I'm down. You should grab a quest and do it.
This is a base game.
Okay, yeah, but it doesn't have to be base game.
Oh no, I mean I was just kind of thinking about doing it just like right here, right now. So, I mean I had in my mind to do, Haynecht Namet.
I was just only saying that because it's the anniversary event and you get style pages.
That is true, but I get a lot for doing my writs, but it's usually resources.
Oh, I got some pretty good. I've learned a lot of things today,
You learn something new every day.
especially during the anniversary event. That style page I got that's worth over $1 million was from an event coffer.
Is it still worth $1 million during the event?
It's gonna start going down.
Yeah.
But it depends on how many people get it, you know? Depends on how flooded it is in the market. But I also got Dromothra helm.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, I got started doing stuff in hope for Dromothra pieces.
I can't decide if I want to learn it. I'm not a big fan of them. But I also, like, it would be cool to know that set.
I love Dromothra stuff.
Yeah, it's just the fact that it's, like, cat mask.
Cat mask.
I mean, it would look good on a cat.
Back in Morrowind, they had like an Argonian dagger that you can get that's like called Haynecht Namet's Fang or something. It's supposed to be like its tooth. And it's supposed to come from a Wamasu. And then there's this Wamasu right here with the same name. And then there's a page describing how it's probably like just a name that locals give to Wamasus, and it's not like actually one being. But the name definitely comes from Morrowind back in the day. I think that's why it sounds a little bit more.
Where are you going, bro?
I don't know. Oh, you're. It's going for Ember. No,
That's fine.
no, that was my ult.
Yeah, me too.
The name is definitely something more Aztec sounding or whatever than your usual Argonian names. It also sounds kind of Egyptian as well.
It does.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about
Egyptian.
it.
But hey, it was the early days. Ow.
Did he just not go where it said he was gonna go?
Sounds like something I would do.
Like, his path showed him going into the water, and yet he stomped right into you.
I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy being buried in scales.
Ember says, I want more. Who else can we smack around?
Who else can we smack around?
Badly damaged journal. Okay.
Right, so is this the one? Yeah, okay, so this is all it says. Dating back hundreds of years, references can be found, even be found in the accounts of early blank blank blank. So great, they immediately thought of dragons. Not hard to imagine given the prevalence in... A lot of this is all scratched out. Find it hard to swallow. Locals expend a great deal of effort arranging seasonal offerings. They scratch. Nuts, meats, and produce together on a raft and send it adrift. Villages go hungry in fear of blank blank blank. Only a way to stop seasonal flooding. Nonsense. Such a creature might be able blank blank blank. Population of local wildlife, but not on that scale. Guar breeding patterns are known to be highly sensitive to blank blank blank. Of woody stalks and prey animals would blank blank blank. But over time they would return. Were that not enough, account disparity suggests blank 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 attributed to any one beast. To demonstrate this, I have blank 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 an expedition. If this Henektonomit does exist, we will find it and put an end blank 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 of resources once and for all. Again, it just sounds like that there's multiples of this, like it's like giving the name Bigfoot to a creature, and then Bigfoot shows up again later because
Bigfoot and Yeti are the same thing, kind of thing.
yeah.
Ember found a heavy sack.
That's cool. I think
She just randomly started talking about how there could be something useful in that bag, or some body parts or something. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then I saw a heavy sack on the boat.
I think Skyrim added the dagger in their fishing update that they did relatively recently with Anniversary or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think they added like their
Yeah, but
Skyrim version.
They're like one of those relics that they like put in the crown store.
I don't know if they've done that. Have they?
I don't know. I'm not sure if that's what you were talking about.
No, they did it in Skyrim. In Skyrim they added the,
like actual.
the dagger.
Okay. I think you meant like.
But what's cool about it is that it is like an actual artifact in Skyrim, like the game, but like the vibe it has is very Argonian, like what you see in ESO, which is not really something you see in any Elder Scrolls game. You don't see a thing really. I can't really think of any example of seeing an Argonian thing and then having it look like it does in ESO, because Argonians were so underrepresented in like all the games, like in terms of their culture, that there really wasn't any defined style. I mean, maybe like feathers and tribal looking stuff, but not like how ESO's shown their culture. So to have something like in Skyrim that has that same general Aztec looking vibe was really cool to see, because it just really links ESO Skyrim stuff.
That was pretty cool. I like the Argonian style.
Yeah.
Just like super primitive.
I honestly prefer the Elder Argonian style, like the older kind, but don't tell anyone that. I like how Argonians used to dress. But that also might be just because it's more modern and it dies better. I don't know. Okay, let's see here. Can't imagine any culture in Tamriel making an outfit like that normally. Like with feathers. Well, we could...
Someone in one of my guilds says, taking a poll, does this year's cake delicious?
Taking a poll.
Does this year's cake delicious?
Alright, where are we going?
I'm gonna pick up Vardenfell dailies.
Yay, I didn't do them.
Do you still have them?
No, I abandoned them.
I think it was Ryan who pointed out when I got him to play ESO for a little bit. He pointed out when we got to Vardenfell that it literally just straight up looks like it says Wardenfell because the two V's look like a W, and Warden came out with Morrowind,
That's true.
which is weird.
Somebody in the guild replied, if you can get past all the tentacles and eyeballs, it can look pretty good.
The eyeballs are delicious. The tentacles are like noodles. The eyeballs are like little
Look, do they not like,
candy cherries.
calamari? That's
Or that, I
got
guess.
tentacles.
Even more so an outfit
I
that is
wouldn't
more
put it in a
plush and fluffy.
cake,
Oh,
but,
this?
it's tentacles.
We had like, so last week I got lucky and I got to go to work early, so I got to leave earlier, and so we got to do our family night early. We actually got to do it. Usually we do it on Sundays now, but we got to do it on Saturday. And so when we did ice cream, like Jared and Michaela for some reason got incredibly generous and decided to just like get out all of their candies or whatnot and just have like an ice cream bar. So usually I serve everyone's ice cream. When it's time to eat ice cream, I go into the kitchen, I get all the ice creams out, people tell me what they want, and I make it. But this time they set up an ice cream bar, so like all the counter had like we're talking a whole bag of freaking Reese's peanut butter cups, like the little tiny ones. That we're talking like the little candy cherries that go on ice cream. We put our ice cream in like these edible cone waffle bowls, and it was just amazing. But like those candy little candy cherries that you put on ice cream, that's what I would want an eye on that cake to taste like.
I mean, I just like summoned it and looked at it. The eye just looks like it's part of the frosting. It doesn't look like an eye.
I don't know why they added the purple. I mean, like the purple is just very interesting. Not really what I think of. Maybe it's, I don't know, indigo? I keep trying to find indigo related things.
Why?
Because oh hey, I got Wuyuvis. I got the hunger. Would you look at that?
Yeah.
Because
It'd be easier with two of us.
we don't know much about Necrom, but we do know that ESO added lore that Necrom's got these specific scrolls or books called the Indigo Tomes, or Indigo Scrolls, whatever.
Okay.
And so I'm always looking for something that has to do with the Indigo Scrolls because I'm just like really interested in what that could mean. I'm sure. I mean, they could reference it. They referenced the Indigo Scrolls during the Lore Masters archive that they released recently. Because Benefactor, my friend, asked about them, to which Devaith Fear, who was running the Lore Masters archive, said, like, I think he said that he wasn't sure what was in the Indigo Scrolls, and he's got a link with someone that is currently studying them, and he's like, I'll talk to you in private about this or something, and that was like kind of where it ended. So I don't know if it's just like they're not going to ever talk about the scrolls, or they don't want to go into detail about them yet until Necrom comes out. But I'm sitting here thinking, hey, that's a scroll, right? It's a thing that you read. It's got information. It's related to Necrom specifically. So I don't know. It seems like it could be tied to Hermaeus Mora. He likes to read things.
I mean, he's got a lot of eyeballs for reading.
He's got, that's why he has so
How
many eyes.
many lore books do you think he can read at the same time?
10.
Is it?
just 10. Just 10. He stops at 10.
Just a hook.
He could probably read every book ever. All at once.
All at once, probably.
I also made a tweet recently that was just like, I wonder how much of Apocrypha is just shopping lists. He's just like, I must have every mortal's shopping list It's technically knowledge that was written at some point, and I gotta have that. So give it to me.
He's got it. He knows it, right?
So I made a fool of myself.
No.
I did. In front of a lot of people.
Why would you do that?
Why? Because you ever make a weird assumption about something, and your brain doesn't think outside the box, and you just always assume that thing, and you're like, wait a minute, I don't know where I got the notion in the first place. Why did I assume that? That happens to me a lot. It's like when you think like, oh, didn't you say this? It's like, no, I never said that. You just assumed that I did or something. That happens to me sometimes. So, there's a book about. Hold on, what the heck?
You can have it if you want it.
There's a book about Hermaeus Mora making a pact with someone. I don't know if they even say Sothasil. They might. And I was always like, oh, I want more information about this weird pact. Like, what is it? I remember talking to somebody. I think I even on the UESP stream I mentioned this several times. I'm like, what is it? I assumed for some reason that it was different from the Cold Harbor Compact, which is Sothasil making a pact with a bunch of Daedric princes, involving them not being able to manifest on Nirn anymore. We don't really know the details.
Someone's selling a scrap for 300. Sorry.
Well,
I
don't
say
need
that because we were questioning.
I don't need them.
I know, but you had asked earlier what they're selling for.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised it's so cheap with the event over, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cheap.
Takes your man. Okay.
Takes your man. Give him back. So I assume that the agreement that was mentioned in this book and the Cold Harbor Compact were two totally different things. Turns out they were the same thing. I don't know why I assumed they were two totally different deals, but I did, and I acted like I acted like a fool. Because honestly, I can't remember every Daedric prince that agreed to the Cold Harbor Compact. I don't remember everyone.
First, you don't know the crown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're beginning to see the cracks.
No. Maybe you are only human.
Maybe maybe you're not a supercomputer.
Stop hitting me, rude creatures.
Really. Though I think my reasoning for this misunderstanding was logical, because the way that they described the compact in the
Bash him.
yeah. The way that they described the compact in the book sounded different from the details I would know about it. So I guess I just assumed based on that.
Yeah.
Also, the compact was made like almost 600 years ago. I don't know, and I guess I just assumed that the book was recent. But also, time is weird in Oblivion. So.
I remember once, because when I learned I couldn't solo this because of the whole bashing mechanic. Man, I tried so much. And I was like, oh, maybe I can kill him, before he does it. You just can't. And there's this new player showed up and started helping, and I had to continue coaching them what to do, because it's you got to follow the mechanics.
Yeah. This is how you bash.
Yeah, most players just they're just riding on someone else who's doing this world boss, and I'm like, no, I need you to do this.
I mean, I got into Bloodroot Forge with, back in the day, obviously, cap was 810, so I don't know what they were other than being 810, but I was with 810s, and we're doing Bloodroot, and, we're doing Vet, and the Minotaurs are using Flaming Cage, and I'm like, guys, you gotta bash it, and they're like, what do you mean?
Because they're not used to doing mechs.
I'm like, you gotta bash it, and they're like, How do you bash?
Uh-huh.
I'm like,
I remember I was playing with someone like a long time ago, and they were bragging about how they've never blocked before, and I'm like, dude, you're not as cool as you think you sound. It's not cool to, oh, I don't need to block, I just take the hit, and it's like, well,
I'll have you
this
know.
is why you're still doing base game content.
I'll have
Just
you know, I'm just
say.
I'm constantly punched in the face. I just thought that would, you would take pleasure in knowing that. Have you seen what Drizzy's favorite ESO pastime is?
The fighting world bosses, right?
Well, she likes to wait outside of world bosses, just kind of standing there like with her weapon out, and then when someone sees her doing that, they rush in to help her. So they pull the boss, and they're like, I'll help you with the boss," and then she like backs out of the fight, like at the beginning, and then just watches them struggle and die.
No.
That is what she does.
She's so funny. That's so mean.
She just walks away.
She's so full of chaos.
I am cool for my lack of confidence.
What a
on the
weird
battlefield. It's
encounter
different.
that would be.
And she just goes and hides like on behind a rock or whatever.
She's so funny. Where's the delve we got?
Let's hope that it's Zangsipaloo, but I don't remember. Zangsipaloo! What are the odds?
That's a very fun word.
It's my favorite delve in the game.
You manifested it with your hopes and wants.
I wish I could do that more often. No, you got it right.
Just do it.
Just do it. Manifest things with your brain.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm there.
Are you inside it?
Oh no, I thought you'd like to go for a hike.
I was waiting for you to pop up on the map. Is there?
I'm on the map.
It's weird. I didn't show it.
I guess Mom and Dad had Jack in the Box, but Mom didn't finish her taco. She got like a taco, didn't want it because she was full. So she gave me the taco. I've never had a Jack in the Box taco before, but also
I've never had Jack in the Box.
it was cold and I didn't have any condiments. Well, I mean, I do have. I literally have just like stuff up here. Like I've got sweet and sour sauce from when I had Panda Express like last week. And so I was like, you know, I'm just gonna put that on. So I put, and honestly, it just kind of tasted like a salad, to be honest.
You don't keep that stuff in the fridge.
Yeah, that's what the crunching was. Crunch.
The crunching was the sauce that you didn't keep
No,
in
the
the
crunching
fridge.
was the taco. Honestly, I don't really even keep it in the fridge. It's just kind of room temperature here. But that's how they shorten the restaurant. I mean, sometimes like I've got a little baggie here to the left of my computer where I just keep like my McDonald's sauces, ketchup, and ranch. I mean, I just kind of keep
I
it
don't
there.
use condiments. I don't even use ketchup.
I cannot believe it.
No.
To each their own. I am a
I
condiment
think,
fan.
yeah, like I don't even like use mayonnaise. Well, I use it way less now that I'm allergic to eggs, but
Oh, I go with extra mayonnaise on everything I can put mayonnaise on. I grew up with Miracle Whip, right?
I mean, it's same, in my opinion.
But
It's slightly different flavor, but it's still the same thing.
So Miracle Whip, like that's what we put on everything, and we never really went out to eat a lot. That's kind of why I do it so often, is because I'm catching up on lots of time.
Dude, I don't even get like dipping sauce for my chicken nuggets.
Jack in the Box is like butter. So I mean, like, so when like we would go to Burger King every now and then, like on my birthday, which I do enjoy doing, and so I get the Whopper because I'm like, Burger King's mayonnaise is insane. It is out of this world. I just love Burger King mayonnaise so much, and so then eventually we moved on from Miracle Whip to actual mayonnaise, and I was like, wait a minute, holy shit, this is just what mayonnaise tastes like.
So it's not a Burger King thing.
I mean, though, to be honest, they do have pretty good mayonnaise. I mean, like, as far as mayonnaises go, that's a pretty good one. But like, the difference between Miracle Whip and mayonnaise is just like, I'm like, holy shit, this is so different. So, I definitely see a difference. I mean, like, I can't go back, to be honest. I just can't. I
mean,
love
the only
mayonnaise.
time I
love
really
mayonnaise and ranch.
used mayonnaise was like for egg salad or tuna or something.
Yeah, that's good.
But it sucks because like when you go to a barbecue, most of the sides are egg.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think you notice that until you're allergic to eggs.
I mean, egg salad is pretty popular.
Egg salad, potato salad has mayonnaise and sometimes, you know, a form of egg in it. Then a lot of people do deviled eggs. Like, so I went to, my friend's daughter is my daughter's best friend.
Okay.
So we went to her birthday party and they were doing a barbecue, and you know, I was just sitting there hanging out with her and chatting while she's making all the things for the meal, and then all I did was eat a hot dog. And she's like, well, why don't you have more? I was like, why don't I have more? And she's like, oh no! Like, she totally forgot I was there the whole time and can't have eggs.
Insensitive.
I'm so used to it at this point. But it's not like I was born allergic to eggs. I developed it.
I don't know if I was born allergic to bananas. but
Are you?
I am. I'm allergic to bananas and melons.
What about bananas? Like, that's weird.
I mean, it's definitely not a like I can't have
Unusual,
it.
yeah.
I'll have an allergic like, oh, I can't have this because I have a reaction. It's just like an allergic reaction where it's like it's just mildly annoying. I don't even really care.
Upsets your stomach, kind of.
It's more
that's
like-
how
it's
that's how
more
the
like-
egg started.
it's
Is
more
it
like-
would like start to upset my stomach,
It's a tingling.
and then now like my throat gets puffy and I get real itchy, and
Spoiled Miracle Whip.
it's
Oh god.
definitely developed into an actual allergy.
I just get itchy. I mean, like my lips just like have like a numbing effect, and that is pretty
Yeah.
much it. I mean, like in terms of like digestive, not really much there. It's just like how it affects my mouth. Really, that's about it.
Do you know why pineapple is tingly when you eat it?
No, it's been a while.
Because when you're eating pineapple, it's actively attempting to digest you as well.
It's so metal.
That's why, like, it feels weird in your mouth when you eat it.
It's like putting pineapple on your pizza is awesome. It's hardcore.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty metal. I did not have that lore book.
Oh, nice.
Lore page?
There's a
Not sure
There's
why.
a place in Ridgecrest that Mom and Dad like going to. I want to say it was their first date place, but I don't remember. But it's a place called John's Pizza, and Ridgecrest is not a very big place, so I'm sure it can be found pretty easily. But they serve. I mean, it's a pretty good place. I've been there. But they serve peanut butter pizza, and I've had it.
I think I've heard of that.
It didn't. You know, I was thinking like it's a fun novelty. It's not like I would be like I can't wait to be here to have peanut butter pizza. It's more like it isn't bad, and it didn't kill me, and it's a fun story.
It didn't kill me.
That's kind of how it is.
You know
Peanut
when,
butter
like,
pizza.
England, they put, like, peas on their pizza and stuff like that? Corn?
Do they?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound too bad.
It actually is honestly putting some like grilled
Yeah, it's
corn
pretty
on the pizza
acidic.
sounds amazing.
They're onto something there. I think what I really like on pizza, I always had this idea, but I've never actually had it in my life. I think that pineapple and like hot chicken wings or something would be really good. Like spicy buffalo chicken and some pineapple. I think that would be a fun mix. I mean, replace Canadian bacon with like spicy buffalo chicken. That's what I want.
I can't do spicy.
Have you?
I literally get heartburn from like spaghetti sauce,
Well,
like red sauce. If I smell something spicy, I've already got heartburn just from smelling it.
I probably like most of what I enjoy eating is spicy. You know, like if I'm bored, usually
Yeah.
my go-to snack is chips and salsa, and if the salsa is not spicy enough, then I pour some hot sauce into it and stir it around because I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
why, because
I mean, you're from the south.
my sinuses are
A
so
lot more flavor in your area.
like I tear up and like my nose runs so easily,
But people like that. Like,
Sure,
you know,
sure.
it's just like the.
But like man, so like there's this like yakisoba, you know, that I really enjoy, and oh hold on, I didn't.
That's what you were eating before, wasn't it? And
Yeah,
you were like,
so-
oh man, this is so spicy.
It's the spiciest thing I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
I'm never turning down anything spicy, so I've had a lot of things, and that like Maruchan yakisoba, the spicy kind, was killing
Have you
me.
done the one chip challenge stuff?
No, I have not.
You should do it on stream.
You're trying to kill me.
You
Yeah, it feels
said
like
you
that
don't
before, it's
turn
actually
down
not bad at all.
spicy stuff.
I didn't say no.
You should do it on stream. You can be like, you know,
This will be the last stream, guys.
the next sub reward goal or something.
So, oh no. I mean, like what? So what? Like the? So is it like you eat like a? What kind of chip are we talking?
I don't know. Look up the one chip challenge. It's just a chip with like supposed to be insanely spicy. And that if you can eat the whole chip, then you win the challenge. I don't understand spice, so it's like I wouldn't be able to tell you anything about it.
But I think that yakisoba was like one. It was probably maybe one of two times where I was like, I don't know if I can finish this because I'm just struggling so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not usual for me. And it sounds really embarrassing to say this about like a mass-produced product. It's that isn't even really known for being spicy. I've never heard anyone even talk about this, but I was like, man, God, it hurts. Yeah, I was a mess on stream when I had it. In fact, like I'm pretty sure my store doesn't even carry it anymore. I didn't see it like last time I checked.
You bought the only one, and they're like, finally, it's gone.
Well, no, I bought it like probably 3 or 4 times, but
Well, that's it. You bought out their stock.
yeah, I mean like I don't see them having it in stock anymore. When I check it out, I'm like,
Is the big boss under the waterfall? Oh, there's a chest here.
we faced the big boss already in that room over there.
What's under the water? In that.
I'm sorry, I just gotta move my legs. The under the water?
Under
How
the
do you know
water.
there's something under
See
the
that
water?
part that goes up?
Oh, you're talking about this? Oh, sorry. Oops, this?
Oh, yeah, where the sky
Sky
shard is.
Shard, yeah, Sky Shard.
That's what's there.
Do you already have Sky
Mine
Shard?
doesn't have a sky shard marked there.
So you don't have it.
I do. I think my add-on puts away sky shards that I've already received.
Oh,
So I only see on the map the ones I don't have.
well, my inventory's full. So the big Star Wars con is happening right now. It's somewhere, I don't know where. All I know is that they they dropped a super important Star Wars trailer like at 7 or 6 in the morning or something. It's like, where is this happening? Who's awake during this time? And so I woke up and saw that, and I was like, this is insane. But I gotta get off social medias. I just want to see people be happy, but it just doesn't happen all that much with Star Wars fans. I like seeing people be happy with things like I am. Like, oh, what do these people have to say about this thing that I'm excited about? And it's like, nothing.
That's kind of what, like, I just enjoy stuff as it comes. I don't think too much about it like that, you know.
I don't know. I like enjoying things with other people. I like getting different people's perspectives, at least like intelligent ones. I'm like,
Can you imagine, like, creating a series and everybody, like, you know, fell in love with it, like, you know, like people do with ESO or whatever. And then every time you come out with anything that you, like, put your heart and soul in, people are like, oh, no, that's not right. And it's like, who made this? Like,
you're not doing
you
it.
know, like, that's what I think about when people like, you know, talk negatively about updates and stuff. And it's like they're the people that made it. Like, just sit back and enjoy the ride.
That's
Like, just, I mean, you know, it's not, but
kind of why a lot of times people are like, you know, like this bit of lore I wish was done differently or something. I'm like, well, that's how it happens.
mm-hmm.
That's how it's written, and that's how it happens. So I'm like, okay. I mean, they have spoken. So. I mean, my mind was blown when I saw, like, that trailer. I mean, if Jerry was here and if we had time, then he would be talking about it for 6 hours.
Mm-hmm. My loading screens are super long. I mean, it could be because the stream's also open.
Well, then it's worth it.
Yeah. There was one time, my loading screen was so long that you and the parents were already, like, inside the delve, essentially, and I hadn't even, like, loaded to the way shrine yet.
My loading screens used to be the longest thing ever.
They were. You used to have them rough. That was, like, before you updated your computer and
Yeah.
stuff.
And Versa helped me out with that.
Yeah. He's a good friend. He helped me when I was sick.
What do you do?
I messaged him and asked him to get me some Pedialyte because I was feeling dehydrated and couldn't quench it, and I needed electrolytes. And so he dropped off some electrolyte juice.
What are the odds you guys live so close together?
Mm-hmm. There was someone else in my trio guild that also lives in my town. But
Why
I've never
can't
met
I
them.
get that?
I haven't met them yet in person. But
I mean, like, even if, like, if someone, I'm in like a group for people in the Metroplex, but even so, it's like, oh yeah, no, I'm way north in the Metroplex, and it's like, oh, then we're never gonna see each other.
yeah, I mean, people can be in Texas, but, like, Texas is huge.
Yeah, it's like its own country, so, well, we like to believe
But you
it
would
is.
think that the odds of someone being in your, like, where you are would be a lot greater than me because you actually live in a city.
Yeah, but honestly, the city just, sometimes it makes it harder, because it's like, if you want to go from North Dallas to, like, down further south, like, to where I am, then you gotta, like, you're gonna want to probably go through downtown instead of go all the way around. But then that's just, you know, that's horrible to do, because it's just so complicated. The deeper you get into the city, all the roads just become so congested and
I go out of my
complex.
way to go around town here, and it's a small town.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's what you would want to do, but it's just so much. It'd be so much longer. You know, do we want to go in here? I guess so.
I mean, that's where it says to go. Even if it's not accurate to where you should be.
Here we go. Yeah, I mean, I was talking to
I hope you'll hear anything to
so
stop.
basically I do carry outs at work where like someone might need help bringing their stuff to their car. So I was with this elderly lady and we began she was waiting for a taxi to pick her up, and so we started talking about public transportation, buses, all that kind of stuff. She said that she used to actively just try to make a public transportation system because it was so helpful. I'm a big fan of public transportation systems. I think that if we use them more, things would be better.
I used
Less
to take the
emissions.
bus everywhere,
Yeah.
but it's just it takes so long, you know, like to get the smallest task done. It takes like half the day just because you're stuck waiting on the bus system.
I mean, like, I don't know, my friend really likes trains, and he works at like the London
I don't have
Underground.
any active trains here.
He works at like the London Underground, and he knows like everything
Yeah.
about it. But like looking at their systems and stuff, and it just looks like, I mean, it just looks so efficient, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just better over there because they, I don't know, planned it better. Like, especially here in Texas, it's like, good luck trying to start something. We don't like changing shit here, you know. It will stay the way
they really
it's
don't.
been forever because we just hate change. It's a very conservative state. Nah, transportation geode. Oh, they're a crystal. I saw the most Texan car at work. Well, I guess if it was any more Texan, it would be a truck, but it wasn't. But it was like a car that had like a cross with a heart or something like that. Very obviously very Christian, and then like right under it was a sticker that was like "Kiss my ass." I'm like, isn't that just the most Texan Christian I've ever seen, right? Like, I think you might have lost a little bit of what Jesus might have wanted. I don't know. It doesn't sound very Christian to me.
I feel like my Jesus would like that. Yeah.
Man, I'm getting tickets so slowly.
I like the walk.
That is really good, actually. Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's super cute.
Wow, that's a lot better than what I... Like your tail swish.
Yeah.
Let it swish.
When I'm just sitting here, her tail just kind of like moves around a lot. I like the way your teeny tail wiggles when you run.
Oh, I didn't notice. Well, how do I fit my tail into this?
I don't know.
There's a pocket dimension. That's where my tail goes when I get on a multi-person mount.
It just disappears. That's such a cute outfit, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that they gave us something fun like that. It's been a while since they've given us, you know, a really fun new thing.
They made us work for it, that's for sure. I mean,
Ugh.
I'm surprised I didn't hear any statements about it. Like, I got lucky.
I don't think anybody was happy about how any of that went.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're doing it so it's like, oh, if you gift 5 tickets to someone, then you get 4 crates. Why couldn't they do that last event? Then people would just buy the tickets for their friends to get their pieces, and people would be a little happier. Like,
I don't know. I found it rather ruthless, but lack of a statement on it was, I don't know, because you feel the original plan for the anniversary was not to include the fragments for the personality, I don't think. Because everywhere that I checked for like anniversary information that was dated pretty far back did not include the personality in the reward listings. And then the site made the official post which did include them. So I think it was like maybe we've really screwed everyone over because we missed White Strake. We need to allow everyone more time to get this personality. So I personally think that they might have had it as a last-second choice. So why not allow people to get this costume as a last-second choice? I mean, this is hard to get.
it definitely was an effort.
I love it when you can tell someone's playing on a joystick.
Uh-huh.
Jared, for some reason, just always wants to play on a controller these days. I don't know why. He's just always playing on a controller. I think it's because he plays, like, in VR, and he can play it on the controller better in VR. Like, having something in his hands.
I know my brother always plays controller, but he also has RA in his wrist, but he didn't treat his like I did. And so he's got no cartilage left in his wrist, and his wrists are just completely fused. And so he can't do the keyboard and mouse. His wrist doesn't twist anymore. So he has to use the controller.
Well, I'm glad there's an alternative.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny is Serenity has to do a paper on they get to like pick some sort of disease to study. So she asked if she could study RA because she knows that I have it. And we went to go grocery shopping, and she's like, I didn't know how much that could really mess your body up.
Yeah.
But it's good. I'm lucky because there's treatment for it now. There wasn't, it's still pretty new, being able to treat it.
Yeah, I mean, like, when you maybe watch a documentary or something, like a medical documentary, you sit there and you realize how far medical science has gotten.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, man, and then you just can't help but think, I'm really glad I didn't live like 60 years ago or more.
Yeah.
When it was just kind of like, well, you're kind of screwed, or here, take this drug that has incredibly harmful ingredients. You know,
take this cocaine. I heard it solves
everything, man.
Everything, yeah.
So I'm glad that we're.
If not even just like medical science, just like history itself. Like so many people died, like through the because we were ignorant, we didn't know things, you know. So it's like even just the fact of like the main gas line going through the house, and people were just like hooking stuff up to it and cooking with it and stuff. And like so many people died from that alone to create the systems that we have now. Like it just makes you grateful for what we've got a little more when you think about it.
But what are we dying from today that they won't die from?
Definitely not from having arsenic in my paint.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's definitely more steps and regulations to understanding things better and releasing stuff as being considered safe. But even then, stuff coming out as considered safe, and then they're realizing, oh shoot, it's not. Like, it's always going to be like that.
I mean, whenever there's oh, hold on, this is not safe kind of a thing. There's the very specific kind of people that are always like, you know, oh, you thought you knew it all, but it turns out you actually didn't know anything. How are we supposed to trust you? I'm gonna trust medicaltruth.com now. You know, like with a lot of stuff that happened with the pandemic, they're like, okay, this is actually better to do than what we said before, and they're like, okay, you don't even know what you're talking about, you know, and they just want to be angry about it.
Well, we do now because now there's research.
It's like yeah, because now we've got like a sample size and we make progress. It's like, do you not know how the scientific
that's what
process
science
works?
is, you know, you change things
It's like
based on the results.
they were like, you just keep changing things, man. A lot, man. Like down south, it just got so bad.
Yeah. At this point, it's just another flu that we'll have to live with.
But I mean, back in like 2020, you know, we were still in the we gotta figure this out kind of era. That happened a lot. You know, it was like take this and then okay, no, don't do that, but do this, and people would just get pissed. They're like, you said to do this first thing, and now you're trying to control us. Was their thing? They're like, you're trying to control us. I don't get it, man. I mean, like, why do you, like, I think people are less interested in controlling other people than you think. What I don't understand what kind of person would get a power play from seeing you put a face mask on. I think you need to think this through. Does anyone really like, oh man, I made that guy wear a face mask. He is my puppet now. I think you're looking way too deep into it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, people just really want something to be angry about.
Clinics have been asking us to wear masks when we have a cough, like, since always. It's just nobody ever did, you know? Yeah. But, like, I'm over here coughing, and even though I know for a fact it's not COVID because they've tested me, like, 3 times now, I'm still wearing a mask when I go grocery shopping because it's respectful.
Yeah, most people at the store seem to wear them. At least customers, I mean. But
you see them once in a while. You see people wearing them here. It's not uncommon.
I mean, for the most part, you know, where I work is very much a elderly person's grocery store. You know, things are more expensive, and it's a very small, tight, like, family-centered place.
Those are the better ones, in my opinion.
The better ones to work at, especially. I mean, like, it's funny how sometimes we can have 4 janitors working this super small store at once, but like at that Kroger I worked at, which was like the size of a super Walmart, they had 1 janitor and it was me. It's much better this way, but it's so the fact that mostly elderly people, I think, are shopping at this store. Most of them are, you know, wearing masks because you know, they're more at risk if they get something. But
yeah, I worked at a grocery store, and I worked in the produce section. So I had to come in at like 4 o'clock in the morning and like cull out all the bad fruit before, you know, the morning rush of people came in. And I don't know, I found it quite relaxing to just work in the fruit section.
The most relaxing part of my job is probably, well, for one, I don't really have, unless there's like a thing that specifically needs to be done, I'm not generally told to do much of anything. I just kind of know my jobs and do them, so.
Yeah.
And honestly, I oftentimes find a lot of things that need to be done that I'm sitting here thinking, how has no one called anyone for this, you know? Like, this is something that needs to be cleaned up, and it's just sitting here. So, I mean, I take care of that. I like to think it shows initiative. I don't expect to be employee. I was just
about to say that's initiative.
But I mean, the 2 best parts are probably one when I have to do a trash run, because it's just like no one interrupts me. I am just taking out the trash, putting it in a cart, and it can take a huge chunk out of my day. and no one bothers me because I'm clearly in the middle of something, and so it's just kind of nice I get to do that. Secondly, it's probably I like putting products back on the shelves when that have been put in, like, either people didn't want them and they left them at the front counter, or they're just placed in weird places in the store. I like walking around and finding where they go and placing them there. No one bothers me then either. I just kind of do it.
Yeah, Serenity was talking about how she could see herself working overnight at a grocery store and just restocking shelves.
Yeah. Mom's trying to get me to do that because this position seems to be like I guess there's probably a considerable amount of people who are applying for it, because again, like last week I didn't work at all, you know, like I went in I went in on Saturday, and then they didn't have me work until the next Saturday. So sometimes, I mean, they can't give me 40 hours a week. That just doesn't happen. I've just never had 40 hours a week. I'm lucky if I get like 34 hours a week, basically. That's my lucky streak. I'm paid like $330 a week for 4 days work, which is really not enough, but whatever. We finally decided to, because I really want to get into a security job, not with the same company, obviously, but I want to get into a security job. I want to do an overnight lobby position. That would be the best, because I just prefer that.
Is this new player?
Yeah, I think so. There he goes.
Aww.
He's looking at us. He's staring. He's just staring.
So, Serenity was gonna actually have a job this summer. She was gonna work at our friend's restaurant, and she was gonna wait until this summer to hire her, or like to give her hours, not really hire her, because she's constantly heading down to Florida during winter.
Yeah.
But now that it's like getting warmer, she's staying here again. And she messaged Serenity, and she's like, yeah, so somebody quit. Do you want to, like, start working a couple hours?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good start, you know, doing a little tiny bit, getting a free sample.
Well, she's going to be bussing tables
Yeah.
at the restaurant.
I mean, with me, though, like, my first job, I went from doing nothing to, like, doing 40 hours a week, being a janitor at Kroger, and you can imagine the kind of turmoil that put me through. I kind of wish that I started small, like, doing a few hours at a place, and then started scaling myself up.
Mm-hmm.
But still, though, I mean, my favorite, it's weird because I've talked to people who worked at my security job, and they literally, like when I had to do cross training, it was like someone had to take my position if I was going to do cross training to do a different position for like one day or whatever, and like they'd be like, no, I do not want to do that. Like, people did not want my position at all. When I sat here thinking, this is the best job I've ever had in my life, and it's like these people just don't want it. I'm hoping that that's a common thing, because I want a job like that again.
Well, I think she's going to be pretty fast-paced, because it's a really busy...
Yeah.
But, like, so it's essentially a family business. Like, it's just all of her children work there, and, you know, her sister's there all the time, and it's just like a family thing, which is the only reason why she's able to get around Serenity working there, because Serenity is under the legal age of working, but it is legal if it's for a family business.
Okay.
So it's just gonna be like a couple hours, so whenever Serenity like wants to buy something or needs money, she'll message up our friend and be like, hey, can I work for some, you know, and she'll bring her to her house and have her like pick the weeds in her garden and stuff. A lot of the time she just meets them at her restaurant, and she'll just like break down boxes and stuff, and they'll give her like $20 for her effort.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be any different, honestly. It's just going to be, but the real difference would be is that servers tip the bussers, so she'll be making money off the servers as an actual job,
I mean, is
but
there
only like a couple hours.
how much is
on
like
the-
how much is I mean like how does tipping generally work in when you're bussing tables? Like
I don't know.
I never understand because I've seen like posts about like not tipping enough and like, oh, this guy sucks, he only tipped this much, and I'm like, I don't even know how much. I probably wouldn't tip at all
Not when it
because I
comes
would
to
be I
busing.
wouldn't
So
even
the
think about it.
servers like to tip the bussers, and they tip the bar, because without them they wouldn't be able to push, as many tables out, and therefore they wouldn't have as much money. But this restaurant that a friend has, she doesn't expect the servers to live off from tips. She actually gives them like a decent wage. And then the tips are extra, so they're more willing to tip because it's not their entire earning.
Yeah. I wish I was given a decent wage. I mean, like this stuff is going kind of so poorly right now that hold on.
Mm.
Hold on. We've kind of decided to move on to actually just looking into new security places. At first, it was just kind of like work in this place for a while. I mean, it's been over a month at this point, and this is just kind of to keep me afloat. But after
Well,
like
that's
looking,
it. Working at somewhere while looking for somewhere else is the
yeah,
key.
yeah. But
What is minimum wage in Texas?
$7.25.
Oh, same here.
Yeah.
My friend in freaking Washington State, she's like, minimum wage is like $14. I'm like, dang, it must be real expensive to live there. Like, holy cow.
Yeah, like Cali is. I don't know what Cali is. Is that Cali, or where'd you say that was?
Washington State.
Washington. Yeah, I mean Cali's probably not much. I mean, it's probably not much different. Now.
Probably
It
is
really
expensive,
depends
yeah.
how expensive things are there. Because it's like, I mean, I'm paying $600 in rent, but it also involves like car insurance. Not health insurance though. I don't have health insurance. I haven't for over a year at this point. Yeah. So I like with my security job, I was making $15 an hour. And like it was like 7 and a half, 8 hours of work, Monday through Friday. I just realized my game is really zoomed in today. What the heck?
It's because of the walls,
It's because of the
probably.
walls?
Like, if your camera hits the wall, it
literally,
zooms
literally,
it in.
my game was super zoomed in. Like, it was like actually because your text box cut
Oh,
off.
that's what you mean.
what-
Weird.
I didn't notice that like this entire time. Weird.
That is weird. Why would it be like that?
It sometimes does that to me. I did. It took me like almost 3 hours to notice. So, yeah, we're kind of going back into actually actively seeking now. The general idea was like, because Mom almost wants to act like I never got hired at the security company, because if they know I was hired, then they might go like, okay, well, why aren't you working there anymore? So,
It's not good because they can have ways of finding out.
well,
anyway,
sure, but a lot of employers like it's like I had a job
They
for a
don't
week.
really
I
look
had a
into
job for
it,
like
yeah.
a week or something, and I'm not putting it on my resume because it just wasn't for me, and it just wasn't. And I didn't really even get experience from it. So it's not there. So the idea was like, but here's the thing though, is that I have a tier 2 guard license, and I will have it for like another year, and so that's something that I can't hide, and something that I would need to just tell them. And so I mean, like, in my opinion, I should just tell them, like I got hired and had a lobby job, and you know, like after like what I did like that for a month, I honestly just kind of tell them that. But hold on.
I love that this kid just like stopped and is now chatting and hanging out with us. I think one of the best things they could have done was make Vardenfell the first place for people to start.
It really is now, just because it's like free space game. So I think most people decided to start here because of their nostalgia for Morrowind.
It's nostalgic, exactly. Yeah. But that's, you know, they use that to lure people in. Mm-hmm. we're collecting people.
Anyways, text me later though about the job search stuff, because I'll be better texting about it.
Yeah. I just think it's cool. Like, it's funny because when Serenity starts, it's going to be the first day of her vacation, and she was going to go to my sister's for vacation, but now she has to she's like, you know, checking her schedule to see whether she can fit in covering a shift, and she isn't even working yet.
Yeah.
It's just funny. You still have like stuff that you give away to noobs?
Yeah, I probably have quite a bit